And here we go. Hey, you guys are unmuted. Oh shit. Oh no, the music. It's looping. Alright, hey. Hi.
Good morning.
Hello. How we doing?
Shonen.
Wow.
Not from last session. It's been a thing.
I'm disappointed that once again we don't get Bloodborne cart. Thanks, Nintendo.
Right.
You know the Bloodborne cart?
Why is that your focus?
Bloodborne cart.
Every time they do a direct, I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
I want Bloodborne cart. And they don't.
One Persona 5 on the Switch. Let's go. Come on.
Isn't it only Strikers though?
I don't want Strikers. I want Persona 5.
But what about Bloodborne on the PlayStation 1? That sounds pretty cool.
PlayStation 1.
PlayStation won't even support Bloodborne.
I don't
Have you
think
not
Mercy
seen
was
that?
born during
I
that.
have not. No.
Oh, you need to
Yeah.
see the PlayStation 1 port of Bloodborne. It's actually really, really good.
No.
Interesting.
Yeah,
God.
D-makes are a pretty big thing, and whenever one comes out and it looks cool, it's like, oh wow, D-makes, let's make more of them. And sometimes they just fucking flop.
Yeah, what the fuck's this? Chat settings? That's wild.
Oh,
What?
I gotta make that smaller.
Also, a new Minecraft Snapshot came out today. If anyone's interested,
What are they updating now?
Oh,
mainly bug fixing.
Wow.
that's awesome.
You know what's
Bro,
funny?
that's-
You know what's funny? I play a mod pack that literally adds all the Minecraft updates before they even come out by a bunch of like random people who don't get paid.
Nice.
It's
God,
kind
that
of
was-
funny.
It's like me.
It's like, oh wait, I have the new Minecraft update and like 500 mods that make the game like actually more fun.
Oh god, I'm not covering Failure anymore. Fuck.
Not covering him.
And it's what's
Yo.
called the stream overlay because Tavin's gone.
Oh, your
Wait,
hair
well, I
isn't
was
like
being
blocking
covered?
Phalar anymore. Damn.
Yeah, my hair blocked Failure. You're moving me.
Oh, yeah, wrecked Baylor.
What's called
Blocked by hair.
Hana's hair blocked Failur's name.
Wait, am I not animated?
My
No,
horn
wait,
is
no,
blocking
never
the
mind.
F on his name.
So, welcome. It's session 9. You might notice that someone isn't here for a good while for the campaign. Alec will have to step down for a little bit due to school and all that stuff. You know, they're busy. He's a busy lad.
He's in the Sigma grind set. That's
Yeah,
why.
he's on the
Yeah.
He's gonna become valedictorian of his high school or whatever or something. I don't know.
No. You want to get into varsity for a fucking what's it called jacket?
Look, Kirby. I tried to make him sound cooler than
I
that.
mean,
No,
maybe it's a nice
space.
jacket.
It's base. He's doing it all for a jacket.
I would too. Not really, but pretend I would.
Is the jacket nice?
Probably not.
I think varsity jackets are relatively nice.
If it's
Yeah.
one of those like traditional
enough.
Letterman jackets, then that might be good. But
Pretty sure it is.
That sounds worth it.
yeah, I mean, you know, I wouldn't ditch D&D for a Letterman jacket, but you know, everyone's different. Everyone's different.
Yeah,
Not
maybe
a-
you wouldn't.
Hey man, I could
Damn.
just. Hey man,
Shit, bro. Tell them how you really feel.
hey man. No need for that. No need for that. No need for that.
Those are the words of a defeated one.
No need for that. No need. No need. Regardless.
Recap time.
Yeah, Kirby, how about you hit us with a recap?
Yeah. Come on, Mercy. All right. Last time where we left off, we went into a bar. Forgot what it's called. Was it the Silver Well or
Nope.
the Horseshoe?
Nope.
Salt Lick.
The Salt Lick was a stupid name. We went to the Salt Lick, and
Wait,
we
what's
went
that?
there to recruit some new crewmates because some of them unfortunately died from circumstances that we cannot talk about.
Who?
Mysterious circumstances.
Yeah, mysterious circumstances. We recruited basically the entire.
it's like you, how much money? Oh, I want free. Yeah, you're in. You 10 gold, you're in. You,
They're so cheap compared to like last time, bro.
I think
I
it's
was
because we're in
watching-
the middle of fucking
We
nowhere.
were told this a while back. We were told that they'd be cheap here.
Yeah.
They're so cheap compared to season 1. But anyways, we did that. We met this person.
Me.
Who?
It's a Phoenician, and
Oh.
yeah, she's pink. It's
I'm
crazy. And a noni.
True.
After that, what else did we do? Oh, there was this one bitch who was an Alakai, but unfortunately an Alakai. She was infected.
Was.
So I decided to cure her with a what's it called. I decided to cure her, right?
Mhm.
By burning her alive.
You hit her with that. You hit her with that Buddhist monk style. You
What?
immolate 'em. You immolate 'em.
Yeah, you can't say that on stream.
What?
Immolate?
I mean, like, I know what you're referring to. I don't think you can say that.
Wee woo. Wee woo wee woo.
We did burn them though, and her homunculus friend. I'm sad about that part. After that, that's where you left off. We're still kind of shopping.
Doing a bit of shopping. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Also, you missed like
bit of
Spark's confidence.
Oh right,
sequence.
no. Spark went to get a book, and it was like, a book about depression, and it's about me. Let me take it. Fucking Con shows
Am I
themselves
gonna
with
get
Spark. Stop
banned,
acting
chat?
stupid. Get
Am I gonna
real.
get banned?
Spark was like, all right, I'll
And he
get
levels
real.
up. And he
Help
levels
me.
up. His arc is exalt.
Oh yeah, he became a tier 2 sub. I mean, exalt.
Which one did you end up picking? Did you pick the summon or did you pick the level?
Well, we can go over
Summon.
that right now. As Spark, my friend. Where is it? Right here. This is who you pick up.
I need music.
Is it
You're getting
Moss?
music.
Is it Moss?
So needy.
If
Not
it's Moss,
needy, bro.
I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna be like, yes, he's back.
Who?
The better Meryl.
Nah, I want
I cannot
Alexandros.
believe it.
I want
Alexandros would be
Ah.
crazy.
Who the fuck?
I don't remember Champion of Youth. What?
So you see
who is that?
a young humanoid boy shrouded in a cloak with almost neck-length shaggy brown hair. He looks young, maybe taken way too long before his time.
Hello there.
That's
What? Are
Hello.
you the one they sent to aid me?
He nods. Yeah, I was. My name is Clarence. Clarence
Ah.
Costans.
Fun.
Hello, Clarence. I don't believe I've met you before, but welcome. I'm glad to have you around.
I am here to guide you. Oh, old man.
Excuse
Wow.
me?
I take offense to that.
Roasted.
I know I'm older compared to you, but I don't think old man quite fits.
I was unfortunately killed in the city of Alberholt
Oh, that's
Damn.
a couple months ago during a raid.
Oh,
I
Hmm.
I see.
I was
This guy's probably not important.
I was killed by people who could take magic away with the amber, write it away,
That's-
and in the process, dust it.
That is concerning. Huh. Well, if I'd like to learn more about these people who can do that. But that must be for another time. Unfortunately, we've got our own job to do.
Well, I'm here to guide you, and if you ever need me, the kid disappears.
That's
Good talk.
You see,
okay.
your paper sword or your paper arm. One of the loose sheets of paper begins to inscribe the drawing of Clarence on one of its sheets.
well, at least you're kept around, and you will hopefully still have a picture of you to remind us. That's nice.
Also, your chime blade begins to react a little bit differently to the influence of the amber around you. As your strength has increased, your amber needs an outlet, and specifically the sword has been chosen as such outlet, and instead your sword gains the additional feature. I'll write it down while you can figure out where you want to go within Point Rosa.
All right. Do I go to Doc's shop, or do I hit it up with Hana in Shinobu? Kirby?
Yeah, no, join us.
Come out with us.
Hmm.
Come hither.
Come hither.
Come hither.
Fine. I will hither come.
Fucking walk through this. Jets.
Clearly, there's a passage
Travel.
there.
There's a
Not
path
like clipping
there.
through walls.
You can walk through the tiny little alley. It's fine.
Let me walk through the.
He's not. He's not Phalar.
That is
That'd be a
not
great
how.
character.
That is not how that. Hana, please.
He might be like Phalar. He eats the hay.
We have fun.
True.
He eats the hay.
Taylor eats hay.
He could.
Is he a horse?
Possibly.
I can't make that joke.
Oh my god. See that mystical creature that we've only seen one?
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me.
Horses, they're endangered, bro.
Endangered species. The half centaur. That's what they're called.
Half centaurs and horses, bro. Or, no, half centaurs. No,
Half centaurs, bro.
centaurs are what's called. They're more
Half human.
common than horses.
Hold on. I should just write somewhere down on my character sheet new feature summon Clarence.
Okay. Fair enough.
Oh,
Very nice.
what changed?
Necrotic damage.
There you go.
Winning.
Why isn't Phalar with us?
What was Phalar doing?
Why am I
was-
not with you guys?
I don't know. You guys stood on the ship.
Well, I assume Phalar would have liked
Oh.
to get settled
Oh.
into the ship.
Oh,
And you
that's,
were doing your runes, remember? I think.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I think
yeah,
Phalar
yeah.
was
We-
doing
we
his
were doing
divine
our own
words.
that's pretty fancy. I like that.
Oh,
Amber
finally,
template.
Warlock buff.
Warlock buff your movement speed.
Let's fucking go!
I get free spell scrolls. Just
So-
shoot me with spells.
So this applies to every spell. So if you get hit with the cure wounds, you gain that level. You gain that spell as well.
He actually uses
Does he,
spell
need,
slot.
does he need the components to make it, or he just makes
If
it?
it's a monetary component, you need it. So if someone were to cast Revivify on you, you would need the dust,
Dust.
and the
You don't need
the
the
money
spell
on it.
scroll though. Do you need the spell scroll, or does he just have like paper like everywhere?
He has
Because
paper coming out of his arm, so it transcribes into his arm.
Paper machine.
That is so strong. You get like fireballed. Like I'm gonna fireball you back.
But you also need to choose which template you get, so you're switching out one for the other.
Oh, you can only have one at a time. Yeah,
Mhm.
that makes sense. That's good.
Oh.
It's like the T thing, where T used to be able to
Okay,
like copy the spell.
Can you use said spell scroll, or do you have to spend a spell slot for it?
It's a spell scroll. It doesn't expend a spell slot.
There you go. Free spell.
Yeah. Okay. So I assume. So
Also-
how often can I switch between them? Is it like a
It's a
short rest thing?
before combat you can decide.
Okay.
It might be more beneficial to use one template over the other, and also it has to be during combat. So like you can't be like, I'm gonna pump 8 cure wounds in you, so you have 5 cure wound spell slots. You have to use it during
Wait.
combat.
How many times can you use the thing? Like up to like how many times can you use it per long rest or rest?
He can have an amount of spell scrolls equal to his proficiency bonus. So as soon as he uses one, he can have another one.
So you can have up to 3 at a time, or 3 at a time.
I mean, I still have to be hit by spells, so
Mhm.
if I'm
Yeah.
eating fireballs, that's not fun.
You're fine. You're. Wait,
We'll see. Okay. It might. It looks strong, but we'll have to play it with it to test it out.
Counter spell yourself 3
yeah, can't
times.
Spell yourself 3 times. Smart.
Take a short rest. Not
Anyway, Amp, is there any details I should write under like summon Amber Champion thing that?
I'll add it to your Amber Endurance ability.
Okay. Well. All right. I'll delete it from active abilities. Goodbye.
Hold on.
Scarvix, do you want to be there?
Yeah.
You can come
You
hang
should
out.
be able to drag your token out from the actors tab to pull yourself over. I don't know if you can do that. Let me know if you can, and if you can't, I'll do it for you.
Actors tab. Where?
Characters is the 3rd tab.
It's a 3rd tab. Main cast. Click the folder. See yourselves.
Okay, so I can just drag that over here.
You should be able to. Yep.
There we go.
Drags
Holy
Mon
shit.
and T into the frame.
I'll drag John.
No. I guess our airship is docked over here somewhere. The water, maybe.
It's always docked here. So
It's docked where the
docked
red
it's
X
docked where
is.
the X is. Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Shinobu, Hana, what have you been searching for?
when the hell did you get here?
I stopped by a couple of minutes ago.
How? Weren't you in the store for like books?
Yeah, I found some books.
How are you this fast? Can you teleport? Could you teach me?
Yes? Do I have Misty Step? I think I do.
Oh, also,
I do, okay.
I gave this to Elian too, but because you're a tier 2 Exalt Spark, you can take a +1 in any stat you want.
Damn.
Alright.
And this can be above the 20 cap.
Damn.
All of my stats are even. Oof.
Yeah. Well, you put on wisdom.
Could have 22 wisdom as mod. Damn.
Anyway, I'll deal with that later.
I have 22 and I'm not an Amber Exalt. Take
True.
Base.
You
His
got a
brain,
title.
his brain is just.
You got a
his-
title that gives you that.
His brain is so big it makes him a fucking large tile. Makes him a medium tile.
His brain's a medium style. Damn.
Where do you work out? The library.
Yeah.
That's what he is.
I work at the library.
I go to Planet Library.
I read them. Books.
While you were studying the blade, I was in the library.
The pen
You
is
studied
mightier
the
than
book?
sword.
Anyway,
You study the quill.
so what have you been looking for?
I'm looking for food.
I'm gonna make food.
Yeah, that is rather important.
Yes, we eat it, Spark. Where's Phalai? We have like the whole group.
Did any of us check what our food supplies were like on the ship?
What were our food supplies like? on
Not a lot.
I think you guys landed in Point Rosa because you were starting to run low on supplies.
Right.
So you
Also,
can
Groceries.
Yeah,
you
you
can
need the groceries.
replenish. You guys can replenish what you guys are missing, but I'm also gonna buy extra stuff.
the ship?
I
Okay.
want to learn how to. I want to cook.
You don't you already know? You said you like cooking. What, do you like learning how to cook?
I want to learn how to cook. I don't know how to cook. Like actually.
Alright, you might need some extra supplies as you're figuring it out. Yeah, you aren't really needed, but hey, it's always fun with some RP opportunities, Mercy.
Alright, let's buy food. How much?
We could
Groceries.
replenish whatever you guys need, but I want to see
17
like
gold
specific food they got.
Pieces.
How much to replenish for like, I don't know, a group
Hold
of
on.
16?
I'm for some reason it won't.
Oh, 16.
I gotta add the root. Yeah, I'll do that later. So for the kinds of food they have a mix of grazing cattle. So you could buy beef,
No.
chicken,
Oh, they do
beef,
have that.
chicken, pork. They also have various sets of dairy products that you can buy and eat and consume. And also a lot of you can buy a lot of salt too. They have a lot of salt here.
Hmm.
That salt's pretty useful.
Well,
I
I
can
guess
throw
they
it
would have like the pretty standard. Well, they probably would also have fish, right? Because they're on the coast. I'm hoping.
Depends how good their fishing.
Yes, they have fish. They have fish
are.
here too. But their main food products that they sell are based on cattle and
Cattle okay.
dairy.
Damn. Probably not gonna have rice. Well, maybe they have rice.
They do not have rice.
No rice. Sad.
What are you looking
Okay.
for?
Where'd my mouse go? I wanted to make like sushi and stuff, but I guess
You're-
they
you're
don't have
not-
rice.
You're not doing that here.
No, I know. I could try other things.
Yeah,
Mm,
you
okay.
just try other things.
Okay.
You're not gonna get a lot of Hyogen's type stuff here.
Yeah. She'll be sad. So probably buy some beef and stuff like that. So let's go with beef. Well, you guys can replenish what you guys need for like the 16.
Let's
members.
replenish up. How much does it cost anything?
For the amount of people you have, buying food
60.
would probably cost you close to 50, 75 gold pieces.
50 to what?
Just say it'll be 60 gold pieces.
All right.
By the way, I already have the spreadsheet up. I'll be handling that.
Oh, you
You'll
got
buy
it.
then.
Cool.
Yeah.
60 gold.
You take care of that. Okay, so he'll 60 gold for the foods. So she'll probably buy like basically whatever she can manage to make with like beef. I guess what vegetables would they have? I guess specifically any like thing unique? Because I'm actually trying to think like in real life how would I cook it? You know?
Steak and potatoes are good basic.
Yeah, that's something she could try. They got potatoes.
Yeah, they would have potatoes. They would have a lot of root based,
Carrots.
foods here.
Make like a stew or
Carrots.
something like that. Yeah.
I'm trying to hone my inner Stardew and figure out what kind of food they would have here.
Yeah. Culture. Yeah, that's fine.
It's a very what's it called, like humid, summery place, right?
It's
thought
kind of
this
like
was
Savannah. It's kind of like Savannah, Western style
Savannah,
Savannah.
Western.
So it's a lot of like they would have a lot of grain here, a lot of corn.
Okay. I think I know what I can make. So she'll probably like buy a bunch of beef, and then we'll have to get a lot of salt because she's gonna probably what you call it when you like salt, you cure the
Jerky.
meat, you cure it to jerky.
Jerky, yeah.
Jerky's a good one. Vegetables too to make like a stew, and then like potatoes to make like a meat and steak and potatoes, something like that. Yeah. You can go with that.
Fuck, I haven't had dinner, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm hungry. I'm hungry too. I'm thinking about it too.
I learned my mistake after the nightmare fight. I learned my mistake after that.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a good question. Do they have any like cookbooks? Like any like basic cookbooks you could like
Roll me a
look at
D100.
and get like sure. That'd be interesting.
65.
Just came from the library, unfortunately, so I'd have to make a return trip.
In the booking place, they have a simple book, like a kind of like a not necessarily a pamphlet, but like a half book of some cooking recipes for Western style dishes.
Sure.
A lot of salt based foods.
Yeah, I could definitely go look for that if that's in the library.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, she'll just buy basically like that kind of stuff. I don't know if I should like add that to my inventory or something like that.
You can add it to the you can add it to the Cloud Gazer document
Oh shit.
Okay, so I'll write it down
because
for-
there's a journal entry for it. I'll see if you can you guys should be able to own it.
How many
open it.
portions should I? How many portions should I like? Would I get? I don't
That
know.
one.
No. Oh, that. Oh, okay. That's interesting.
So right, yeah, we should find some more cash and upgrade the ship.
I'm gonna add stuff. So like, how many portions of like stuff we want to buy? Like, I guess like enough for.
I don't really care. We already have it.
Meat goes
Well-
bad after like a month, so.
If you're talking food, just I would put it in in how many rations you want to have. So you have nearly. Let me count how many people you have in the Cloud Gazer because you're gonna be spending a lot of money on food.
Well, she wants
you
to
have-
cook some of that stuff
one,
to I guess to do for her downtime. So she wants to like get more
6,
proficient
7,
with the cooking,
8,
if that's even a possibility.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Just like 16 of us.
There's 16 of us. Oh, Cash counts as 2 because he's a large tile, so 17 in total.
Yeah.
So 17 times 5 silver is
I got a calculator for you. That's almost
30,
100.
35, 85 85 silver, which translates to 8 gold, 5 silver.
Yep.
And how? Yeah, I guess that's a good frame of reference first.
It's gonna be expensive, bro. How many days is it gonna take us to take the Varric?
Like not too long, honestly.
Yeah, it should take you 2 weeks and a half.
2.5
2
weeks.
weeks.
So,
That was 1 week. Oh no.
so let's say like
Man.
18 days.
Yeah, 18 days is a good
Oops,
estimate.
85,
Because remember,
8.5
you have to
times-
go around the mountains and around the forest.
That's gonna
Yeah.
cost like 150, something like that.
Fuck the forest.
150
You're sky fishing, right?
18 times
days.
18, 8.5 is like 100. Well, it's 153
18
gold.
times 8 is 64. 8, 6, 14, 144. And then plus 5 gold pieces. No, plus 8 gold pieces. That's 152 gold pieces.
152, 153. All right, that's fine. Well, she'll just cook with that then, and she'll just practice with that. I don't think I need to buy anything specific for her because she would try to make these recipes and
Yeah.
hone her skill.
That gold piece amount is under the assumption that you have everything you need to cook for the amount of people that are there.
And the salt and all the different ingredients. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. We do that then.
We're definitely not too specific on this.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna be specific, but I was like,
Well,
it'd be too complicated.
It's
at that point.
also important because you guys have crew, and if the crew don't have food, they'll start to starve.
Yeah.
Which
No,
you know
Joe.
you might
We're not
want.
starving people.
You might want.
More.
Save on
Why
money.
would we want to starve people?
Save
I
money.
want extra
Just saying,
food in
if we
case
ever
something
get
actually
200,
happens.
We could eat that goblin like popcorn.
Can we just buy like 200 gold of rations? Which
Yeah,
would that
if you want to
equal
buy extra, that's good.
Just in case like we get stranded and then we get to eat each other, which would be kind of funny.
So you can just buy flat 200 gold pieces.
How much do we have right now?
Well,
How
well,
much gold do we have? We have 1,436 gold as of the end of last
Fuck
session.
yeah.
So I bought chef's tools. Do they have fishing tackle?
Yes. They would have
Sky
that. They
fishing.
would have that in the rancher's haven.
How much would that cost?
Fishing tackle I think costs you like maybe a gold.
Okay, I'll add that then. You just subtract the gold from that.
You
so
still
add
have
it.
your own money, right, Miss?
I gave the money to. I added it to the main
Oh,
amount of
okay. You
money.
add it to us. Cool.
Yeah, so she would have had 55 gold. She would have had.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna delete the
Alright,
gold I have.
I guess if we don't have to fucking worry about it, let's just buy 200 rations or 200
I can
gold.
imagine and add like 1 gold for fishing tackle. I'm gonna buy that.
I think that's it then for the
I'm gonna
crew
go
because
cloud fishing.
we already bought what's called beds for them.
Is it a fishing tackle or fishing? Oh, I guess it is. Do I even roll this? Can I even roll this? Oh, I can't even roll this like a dice.
Pay rate is 120, I think.
5E. Attack is a fishing rod. How do you even roll a fishing check?
It would be
Survival.
Yeah, it would be
Survival?
survival. And then because you have fishing tackle, it would be a plus.
Hey.
You'd have +2 to it.
Hey, I got good survival. That's good. The Titanic soft fish. Yeah, I'll go do that later.
I needed to do this eventually. I'm just adding all the runes from the rune contest to.
Benoy.
I'm.
Can you get them individually? I don't have them individually. I can
Yeah,
check this. I can check the stream later
Yeah,
tomorrow.
because the
That's right,
spreadsheet's outdated.
-1 gold for fishing tackle.
According to the spreadsheet, Denali's still alive.
100 gold
Yes, sir.
for
Big oof.
rations. So if you do the math, calculator, 200 gold. Divided by
One.
16 people. And divide that by 5.
I
Man,
don't think
Mercy, I want to say your formatting for this rune was really bad.
rune.
So we have enough food for 25 days with 200 gold for 16, 17 people. So
I don't think one ration is 1 gold. So
it's 5 silver.
No, it's 5 silver, so 2 rations for 1 person's 1 gold.
we have an excess. I think we're fine.
Oh yeah, you should definitely be good, unless you guys get off track anyway. Which
I don't think.
That'll
you
never
should-
happen.
You shouldn't. It should never, ever, ever
Yeah,
happen.
in Amber City.
Oh no, I think Amber Cities are pretty pog.
Hell no. Too much yellow.
Alright. What else you guys want to do?
I want to go shopping.
You want to go to the magic item place?
Yes.
Alright, let's go. Wherever that is.
Where is
I
that?
believe the dock shop is.
Is it salty people or
Uh,
the
I think it's here.
The Salt Exchange is where you can most likely find magical items. The
Oh.
dock shop has health supplies, so that might be where your potions are located. This could be the
Oh.
chance where you find like raw magical items.
and
Dr.
this is
Scarvix might want the dock
That's like
shop.
a- that's like a
This is
marketplace.
just docks. This is probably where you got a lot of your food supplies.
fun.
Okay.
Oh, I don't need
Oh,
medicine.
we definitely need potion. Yeah, we do. We don't have a primary healer.
I have so much potions, bro.
I don't have any.
I have like
I
where's-
have 1 potion of healing.
I'm gonna buy some then.
I have 3, thanks to Korzu.
I need more. But anyways, let's go here first.
Yeah.
So what was the final total for rations?
200 and then -1 gold for me for the fishing tackle.
Okay, yeah, just want to double check.
I just wrote it down.
Before
hopefully that's-
before we buy magical items and potions.
We're at 1200 something, right?
Yeah, something like that on that.
Yeah, about 1,200.
Alrighty. Let's go to the Salt Exchange, Jump.
Yep. Give me 1 moment. as you enter into the salt exchange. It is a very wild and chaotic environment. There are people selling their goods, kind of like halting, flagging other people down, like, hey, you want to buy some salt? Hey, you want to buy some elk meat? I got some elk meat. I got some venison. You want some venison? I know you want some venison. Come over here. I'll get you some venison. As people are kind of walking around, it's a very chaotic place. There's an old lady at the far corner of the room who no one is going around.
Are they sus?
Give me an insight check, just off the rip insight. Wow.
All right.
They do not
Nice.
appear to be what you refer to as sus, but
Wow.
it's probably because they sell magical items, and the people here they're not really magical folk.
Mhm.
Alright, I found an old lady. She sells magic items.
Very nice.
I'm gonna go talk to her.
All right. Hello. How can I help you?
You're selling magical items, right?
Yes.
May I see your wares?
As she gives you the following items. She has a couple of potions, and she has a couple of small magical items on her. She has a mace to the side that kind of when you look at it, it feels cold. You can see kind of frost hanging off of it.
You don't want that.
Yes,
myself
take
with
it, Hana.
Touch it.
Okay, let's see. Frost mace.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can put it into my paper blade.
You already have enough.
No. It's just 2. Come on. I need the least.
You
20.
have the
How much
copy
is it-
spells.
Well, how much
Yeah.
does it cost first of all?
Yeah.
Did we do anything?
There is also a lantern that kind of hangs on one of the hooks on her stall. That when you look at it, it kind of glows with light blue and purple light.
Oh, I fucking know what that is.
I like that.
That sounds pretty.
And there is a small scepter to the side of on the table, kind of at the back by the last piece of what am I trying to say? It's at the back on the table by a large taper.
Mm.
So
We're talking to her.
the potion that she gives you, she hands you a potion of precaution, a vision seeker's potion, a potion of invulnerability, and a potion of bless.
Or precaution and the other one.
Precaution, upon consuming this potion, all player characters within 5 feet of you gain 2d6 temp HP. That shouldn't say player characters, this should just say all allies.
What was the other one?
Vision seeker,
Yeah, what's that?
you see visions of the future. You can you may see the outcome of one event in the future of your choice.
Oh.
Fun. And the other one is
trading.
just bless and invisibility.
No, invulnerability.
Like
Invulnerability.
invulnerability and bless. Cool.
Yep.
What's the lantern?
The lantern is the lantern of Fey Watchers. Roll me an Arcana check.
What fun. Anyone want to join me?
Yeah. How about? I will. I will
You wouldn't
join
know
you.
what that is.
Spark, where do you live? Where did you come from? Your origin?
I believe it is Heart Oak. Yeah,
'Cause it
no,
says-
it's Heart Oak.
It says Ravenna Forest on your character sheet.
Oh, he forgot.
Oh, boy, for gore.
It's part of the lore, bro. He forgot.
I'm gonna assist you with the rolling arcana that I'm not proficient in at all.
Sure.
I don't know. Scarvix can also help if you wanted.
Did you roll?
Arcana.
Oh,
I
wow.
think you're good. I think you're good.
All right. This lantern appears to be a lantern that is inflicted with both Fey magic, Cobalt magic, and Dream magic. And while it is used, it helps you keep your sanity in specific environments. You would know that this is a lantern that is used quite frequently in the Ravenna Forest to keep people on track and to light the path forward so they don't go off into the forest.
You're
That could have been helpful at the beginning of the campaign.
hope we're taking it because she's still going back to Varric.
How much does it cost? First of all,
200.
How much does 200? I'm willing to spend that. Are you guys willing?
are we
Also?
going to go
Yeah,
to the
I'm
forest?
willing.
I mean,
Lantern, Lantern, cool.
If
Sure.
anything, we have to take precaution because Varric is still part of the
Part of the
forest.
Ravenna, yeah. That's fair.
All right, 200 down. Unless you want to barter. I'm not bartering. I like this lady. She's old.
I don't have high charisma.
I do, but no.
So she never wouldn't barter. She'd be like, "Oh, it's pretty."
All right. And then you said there was the scepter. She doesn't know much about the scepter.
Well, does anyone have the spell Identify?
Are we allowed to do that?
I do not have identity.
Nope.
Damn it! Should have played a wizard.
I do have Eyes of the Runekeeper, but I don't imagine that helps.
Are there any runes in the scepter? Or any like markings?
Writing.
There are runes, but they appear to be old runes. Runes from a long time ago.
Could I try anyway to
Sure.
see what they might read?
Give me an Arcana check or a check with your Runeforger's tools.
Alrighty.
Oh.
Oh my god!
Oh,
I'm gonna ask her. Do you know where you got this staff, Miss Old Lady?
I got this staff from an old dwarven lady who used to live in Alverholt. She used to have a magic shop, and then her shop got closed down.
Oh, that's so sad.
Elverholtz.
Do you know anything about this staff, or?
I believe it was the staff of an old mage during a long time ago. But I think she kind of like looks at the staff. A lot of the runes are damaged. I believe it's still incredibly powerful, but it might
I wonder if
Might
somebody
come
can
with a cost.
repair it.
How much?
500 gold pieces.
Damn,
I don't think we have
500.
enough.
we have enough, but it's a
Oh, we
lot.
do?
Oh, we have to barter. Come on. 500. Why do you think it's 500?
Well, from what
If it's-
what that dwarven lady said, it said that this comes from the Uprising Wars.
Oh,
That
it
would,
is.
that would make it a relic of prehistory. In fact, I'm giving
That's-
you quite a good barter on that in that case.
It is, but it does appear to be somewhat damaged. Might not be that usable.
Well, I mean, look at your arm. Your arm's damaged.
And he's very
What
fat.
does my arm have to...
She laughs. I've just relaxed. Don't get so heated.
That's funny. He is very fragile though, so this staff, it might not help us. It might actually hurt us in the end if we're relying on it. Might be too much of a liability. We might all die. So,
Give me
what do you like?
a persuasion check.
-3. Let's go.
I'm good at persuasion. I'm good at persuasion. Why did you do it?
Because you're not talking.
Oh yeah, they're not talking.
Yeah, talk, my
I
friend.
did start, but then
You-
you're like, let's noogie spark.
You were talking about the fragile arm, bro.
Yeah.
I was using that to help me.
Since you brought up a good point, she'll lower it by 50 gold pieces for a total of 450.
Yeah, fuck you guys. I did
Alright,
it.
seems good enough.
You gonna
I
take
think
it?
we should take it.
It's up to you guys.
It's from my boy Scarvix, bro. We taking it.
We don't even know what it is. It could be like, I don't know,
If it-
anything.
If anything, it's free runes for Scarvik to use.
Oh,
Ooh.
that is actually true.
It could be
Or
either
so-
free runes,
Oh!
or it could be a
Oh,
spellcasting modifier.
that looks very nice.
Yeah, then
So-
take it at that point.
Oh wait, no, he did post it. Let's
Hold
read
on, let
it.
me read it. I have like
I'm-
40 tabs open.
When does the second condition expire, Emp? At end of combat?
Both of those would be for a minute.
Spells or
Oh, it's
Uh,
a focus.
spells, so like Scarvix can't really use this.
it would also apply to Scarvix's runes because there are
Yeah,
runes on it.
because my spear has a focus attached to it.
Cool.
The +1 focus is really strong. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I could use that as well.
fine.
But if I'm
What do you
gonna be
want?
mainly using counterspell, it's not really useful.
I mean, I think it's a good buy.
It's a good buy for either me or Scarvix.
Not you, Scarvik.
I just
Oh,
got the power of eels. So
I just got an ability where I can throw out spells like nobody's business.
You got that, and you got a summon, bro. I think you're good for now.
Fine.
Yeah, just give it to your
Scarvix.
boy. Yeah.
You can give it to
Alright.
the NPC.
Dude,
And then he's gonna die and run away with it.
yeah, spend 500 gold on an NPC.
how much do we have left? We spent 700, 900.
Quite a lot.
So
Like,
1400 minus 900 is
500.
500 gold. Cool. I think we're done. Really. I think we're done here.
I need some potions, but that's about it.
We could buy potions later.
Like these healing potions. What? Maybe later. What if we get in combat now?
What?
What if we get in combat like right now?
Oh yeah, you want me to beat up the lady? I got
No.
No, we're not.
Okay, Fayla's not here to
We're
stop
not
you.
doing that.
Fayla's not here to stop you, so
this. Hell yeah. And
I
the
would go to the potion shop, and that's about it. All I would want to do.
Alright, thank you, very nice lady.
She gives you a nod. Have a blessed day.
Thank you. She'll walk away.
How old does she look?
She looks pretty old. Like she might be in her 30s.
What? That's not that old.
No. She looks like she's in her 50s or 60s.
But I'm in my 50s. Fuck.
No, you're like in your thousands.
But
bro.
she is also a human. So she's getting up there.
I'm a human with wings.
Okay, so we did buy the
The staff and the lantern.
And
So the
the
scepter
lantern.
is 450, not 300, not 500.
Okay.
So he took off 50 gold. It's a discount.
50 and then minus another 200. Ooh, we're at 585.
That will be fine. We'll make more money.
We'll make money. I
Also,
have an idea.
while you guys are in Varric, you can
We're
send
gonna
your
send a
party
crew.
to do things.
Yeah.
Yeah, just saying before we buy tons of potions that
I'm
we're
gonna find that
585.
vault, bro. I want that vault, bro.
Well, we have more money then.
Oh, kind
Just
of
gonna
like
make
in
precautions.
GTA, like how they have that casino vault.
Yeah, exactly.
My grandma plays GTA. It's weird.
Bro, so does Zero, Mo. Bro, is Zero part of your grandma's clan?
Yeah.
Like, your grandma's group?
Yeah. She farms
Yeah.
money a lot. She helps
Old People's
people.
Anonymous.
Weird champ.
Wow.
Dog shop. I don't like this music. It makes me feel sad.
All right. As you enter into Doc Shop, let me switch it up the music.
Yeah. Shinobu, I have a
yes.
question. So
Yes.
that lady you talked about, the black-haired one, is she? How old did she look?
She'll think for a second. She was probably in her mid-20s, maybe late 20s.
Oh God, it's him. Did she have plenty
Oh,
of years?
hey!
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Got it. Perhaps you could talk to him.
Who?
The doc.
Oh, you want to talk
Mars.
to Scarvis to talk? The doctors to talk to each other?
I'm a
I
doctor.
feel they
too.
would get along.
Smart. I could get along. I'm a doctor as well.
Wrong character.
Wrong
Really?
character.
I could break someone's limbs and try to put it back.
The
Well,
Wrong
if you
character.
say you're a good doctor, we could see about trying to get you enrolled.
That'd be nice.
I'll think about it. Give me a little bit.
Well, next time we're in Ugalt, let me know.
Sure thing.
I'm gonna.
Cody's an intern at the lab.
Yeah, come on, Sparks. See, I can do anything. Most things. Some things. Things. Spark?
Spark.
Oh, I think that's fine then.
Spark. What? Sorry. What?
It appears that this person, as they're studying over a corpse of someone who's almost frozen in place. Oh, as a little ding 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 ding. Hello. Oh, it's you. You all. You appear to be in good health. That's
Do you
awesome.
need help with that?
Yes, we've
I
got.
points to the frozen person.
Well,
Why are you? I mean, if you're trying to learn, I suppose that'd be a good start.
well,
but
if you want to help, please.
Do you want me to melt the ice?
Oh no, they're not actually frozen. They're like frozen in place. Like,
Oh,
As in their muscles are locked into a moment.
so they're paralyzed.
Yes, I'm trying to figure out what it is, but my mind escapes me.
Odd.
I think I've. Hold on. First of all, Scarvick's gonna check to see if his medical knowledge would know about this.
Sure, roll me a medicine check.
All right, now I think I've heard of this. It wouldn't happen to be lock shock, would it?
I'm not sure what lock shock is. Is that that plague that happened to hit Alverholt?
Yes, it is. Could be similar,
It
although I
could
don't
be.
think we have access to the cure for it.
But the fact that I know what it is means that I can go procure one. This happened. Just a couple of days ago, where this guy here fell into got into a bad scuffle, and he ended up turning out like this. It's a poor shame.
With who? Do you know?
What outcome for a scuffle?
It was with I think it was with a drow fellow.
That seems to check out.
Weird, but thank you for telling me what it could be. Let me give you something as she kind of like looks around the room and she hands she finds a couple of potions that are just kind of lying around. I have a couple of potions that I could give you as a thanks.
Oh. Okay.
Yes, thank you very much. That is much appreciated.
Oh, okay. I guess we don't have to buy them. How many does he give us?
Wow. All right.
Wow.
She gives you 1 greater augmented healing potion and 3 lesser healing potions,
Nice.
1 greater augmented,
which heals for a flat 30.
30, and then 2. You said 3 lesser.
Yep. Who wants to take the potions?
Okay, I have a couple. How many?
Sure.
Wait, how many do you guys have?
I
Each
have
on you.
2 lesser potions.
I have 1 lesser potion.
I have 1, but I should have 3 because of course you gave me 2 from the gift.
So, how many can I take out of this? She gives Spark 1, definitely 1 or 2, definitely.
I'm fine.
Okay.
So I need a greater augmented healing.
You want the greater augment, and I'll take the 3 lessers, or 2 lessers. if
You
Scarvick
said
still wants one.
you have 3 lesser healing potions, Kirby?
Me? Yeah. I had 1 from the beginning, and then when I opened the Corey's letter, he gave the 2.
Okay, because it says here you have an augmented healing potion. I don't know.
Can you
I don't
change
know.
it?
Yeah, I'll change it. I'll change it to 3.
Greater augmented is just plus 30 health.
Yep, it's a
Yeah.
flat.
Do you want me to take the other 3, or you guys want still? Do you want extras?
Don't worry, I'm adding it to you, Spark.
Oh, okay.
Just drop the 3 into me, the lessers. I'll hold on to
Alrighty.
them because I could distribute them too if we need to. Very nice.
Very nice, very nice. And you're
Oh.
getting 3.
Yay.
Oh, bing, bada, boop. Let me make sure
much did we
let me make sure they stayed consistent. Let me go over to
How much did
Spark.
we spend?
You got it for free.
0. Free game for free.
What the fuck's
Because
this guy?
because Scarvix helped her figure out
The disease.
helped her
whatever it
figure out what
was.
this guy was
Potential.
dealing with.
Yeah.
Based garbage.
Botulinum toxin. In the real world, if you're curious.
Would he also? Or would she also have other potions? Just like standard potions, like
She
not like
would.
healing.
She would have a couple of other potions.
Okay.
Let me go back
What's your
over to
What's
the
your
potions.
strongest potion?
You
her-
can't handle my strongest potions.
I knew it was coming.
It's not more or less if you can handle the smallest potions. How much money you have left?
Strongest.
She has
500, right?
585.
a
Alright.
potion of greater bless, a potion of she's another potion of precaution, and she has a potion of greater wild magic.
I don't like the last
Oh boy.
last one. Fuck
I
the last one.
I don't cast magic, so that's not gonna be applicable. I think we're good then. Okay.
Nice
Anyone?
job.
Did you guys want any of those? Or are you guys good?
Precaution and what else do we have?
The other one
Bless.
was
Bless.
greater bless.
Greater bless, and then the wild magic one.
Greater Bus could help in a fight, but I don't think
We have our
we
bless.
have-
We have a paladin. Don't
Yeah,
we?
we have Paladin Boy, and we have Catch or something.
I think we're good then. We'll just save our money and.
Yeah, we're done.
All right, that should be it. Thank you. You should like. Leave.
Thank
I
you
guess
so
we-
much, Mr. Scarvix.
Of course, always happy to help a fellow doctor.
As you see, she kind of looks over to one of the small little workers she has. Can you go to Alverholt and procure me a lockshock vial of lockshock cure vial? Yeah. As he runs out like a blip in the wind. Quicklings are so useful.
We're dropping a lot of
This is
Alverholts today.
Third time I've heard of Alverholton this day.
It's a big city, of course.
Third time.
You come here often?
No.
All right.
My first time here.
That was weird. So I think we should get going now.
Are we gonna go on the
Yes,
ship now?
thanks.
Sure.
It seems like we should. Yes.
I
We
guess
could
we'll
buy a horse and we could eat it.
Why would you eat a
No.
horse?
Why would you eat a cow?
As we're leaving, Scarvix mumbles, mostly to himself. I do wonder what the Redbeards are up to. Hopefully they're doing all right.
We
Redbeards.
queue over and they're dead.
Cut away to the...
You know, horses are endangered. You can't eat them.
Oh, that
right.
is fair. Horses are a
Uh,
delicacy now.
Look, there's
Uh,
horses here.
Spark, you do see Tavin kind of standing by a blacksmith here. He catches your eye and he kind of like motions you over. Hey, Mr. Spark,
Yes.
I want
What is it?
to give you this letter.
Mister.
I'm gonna be staying here for a little bit.
Oh. All right then. Sure. What's I'll take the letter.
They're gonna help me repair my gun. I hope.
That's good to hear.
I'll catch you in the Dragon Isles.
Okay. Well, hopefully I'll see you there. Good luck getting that gun repaired.
Try not to die, special boy.
I
Nice.
haven't.
Special boy.
Okay.
Here comes a special boy.
All right. Spark will take the letter, give Tavin a nod, and start walking off.
Gives you a nod.
Oh,
Are we missing somebody?
we're missing well, Phalar's in the ship. Tavin's in the smithy.
Where?
Yeah. Tavin's over by the.
Was he not coming
Soulsmith.
with us?
He said he'd be staying here to get his gun repaired, and he'd meet us in the Dragon Isles.
It is a rather important gun.
Oh, he had
How-
a nice show. I wanted to play with his show.
How is? Hold on, my cat's meowing.
Like it, shut up.
Get the fuck out of here! You're in the wrong campaign, you little shit. Wait till Sunday.
Now.
If you want to see what that means, follow Emp, and watch on Sunday.
Yeah, we have a
You should follow
campaign.
the channel.
Trials of Law and Order at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We also have a
Pick your
campaign at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday too. Sunday is a big stream day for me. Wow.
What are we
Is-
talking about? I forgot.
Calvin.
So Tavin's staying. How is he getting to the Dragon House? To swim? I don't think turtles swim that fast.
I don't know, but he seemed confident, so
No, that is a stray cat.
I assume he has a plan.
We probably shouldn't
Hey.
worry about it that much.
Oh, okay.
He's
Well,
been
it is
pretty
odd.
reliable. I don't have any reason to doubt his word.
I guess we'll cut through here because there's a road through here.
Yep, you cut through the horseshoe, which is where the horses are
Are
kept.
Horses,
The horses,
plural.
and you guys make your way back to the Cloud Gazer.
Damn it! I was gonna ask Spark something.
You can ask him on the ship.
Hey Spark, I have a question.
You're not
What
even
is
next to him.
it?
Oh, there you are.
Do you think I could have stolen one of those horses?
It's a very odd question, but probably.
Horse.
I don't know why you would steal one though.
To have one, obviously. They're very endangered, and I'd like to have one in the future.
I hate this fucking joke. I hate this fucking joke. Just because
Come
I
on,
don't
just go with it. It'd be funny.
Just
go with
because.
it.
Fine. You know what? I'll go with it. It means I can add
Nice.
more other rare types of mounts.
Mounts of travel. Yeah, exactly.
So
that's
when you say have, you were talking earlier about eating them.
Mhm,
When you
that
say
could be
have one, do you mean have one to ride or to eat?
both.
I mean, I bet they taste really good, but
It
I
can't
don't know.
exactly carry you around if you've eaten it, but
I'll get another one.
Would a horse
they're
even
in danger though. Why would you eat them?
Would a boat be a good place to have a horse anyway?
Oh no. Oops, this.
Not
I
particularly.
hear
No.
asking.
Catch kind of
Yeah.
hangs over the railing. You know, in Point Rose, horses are kind of a good delicacy.
Oh, maybe I should have bought horse meat next time then.
Perhaps you should have eaten some at the inn, but that's neither here nor there. We're not bringing a horse on board. There's no space for it.
Yeah, I don't think we could even take care of it. It's gonna die the moment it gets up here. Oh, speaking of die.
I have heard horses do tend to panic, so
Speaking of die, what?
Speaking of die, I need to.
Oh,
Die?
you do notice that when you come back to the ship, Hana, the words "the Cloud Gazer" are wrapped around the ship in beautiful, like a beautiful font.
Mosaic paint.
Comic Sans.
And using the rest of the magical paint, you see that there are pictures of the rest of the party, kind of in an epic anime poster fashion.
Oh, what the hell? Who did this? It's beautiful.
I don't really remember who you asked, but I remember that you
I
did
asked
ask someone.
Catch to like organize something.
Oh yeah, that was something that me and the rest of the crew did.
I really like it. Thank you.
Believe it or not, Millionaire is a good painter. She really knows how to blend the colors together.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, at least when we're riding along on our adventures, the world will know of our deeds. Just look up and they'll see it.
And that might be a bad thing if someone is keen on finding us and giving us a hard time. Well,
Well, a bit too late for that.
true. Anyway, I'll be heading downstairs. Let's start heading over to the Dragon Isle, shall we?
Oh, to Varric first.
Varric.
Yeah,
You keep-
Varric first, but the ultimate goal is the Dragon Isles.
I'm not. I mean, we could go both because you did forget, right? There's 2 World Codexes.
Does
2 of them.
does your arm blow away in the wind?
No, it doesn't. But thank you for asking.
It gets soggy though.
Ew.
I know what I want to do. Wait, is it night? What time is it, by the way? Today?
It is.
It was morning when we got
Yeah,
down there.
it's about midday.
I want
where
to do
did-
something.
Oh,
What you want to
I
do?
have a spell that lets me see the weather for the next 24 hours. It's called
Ooh, wow.
Druidcraft. I want to see what I get. Whee.
All right. Then I get to roll on some fancy tables. So we are
Refresh.
in the 10 communities. So for the next couple of days, while you chart, because you're going to be going, are you going south around the forest or north around the forest?
I'll
We're gonna
ask.
go over. We're gonna go around the northern part, right?
I think so. What's like the best and safest like route to take? Really?
Well, if we look
can
at the
put the map.
Veilnum map over here,
Oh,
you're-
you're...
Map.
you're in. We can,
Over here. I
I'm
think
the
over here
map.
somewhere.
you were right over around here. You're on this side. You're right by Darsk. It would be easiest to go up through the north.
All around.
rather
This is
than
the
rather than
problem.
going through the forest, because last time your ship almost got damaged or something by the fog of the forest.
Damn
Over
dragon.
the water, and then to
Yep.
like the land.
So you're gonna be going up around here, and while you're out on the open sea, it's going to pretty much rain for the morning and the rest of the day, but stop around the nighttime.
Yeah, cool.
Cool.
Okay.
Point
No,
Rosa
I'm
gets a lot of precipitation coming down from Melgible.
So sweaty.
Yeah, just like New Jersey.
what?
Don't worry about it.
It's going to rain. Sorry. Yeah.
Are you saying that?
Yeah.
Uh,
It's going to rain a little bit in the day.
would that affect our travel or no?
I don't know. I don't know anything about boats.
Me need. I mean, hey, Cinders. I'm gonna go up to my arm. How do boats work? Cinders?
What the fuck do you mean how boats work? They're fucking boats.
Airships, rain. Anything different?
No, they should be fine as long as the Orin crystals don't get damaged.
There's no hail,
Oh,
right?
they're getting.
Shinobu?
Huh?
There's not gonna be any hail or like heavy rain?
No, it's just rain.
On
I
your
don't know.
Druidcraft, it doesn't look like there are gonna be strong winds. It's just gonna be like a light drizzle.
It doesn't seem to be too bad.
Alright then, we'll be fine.
Well,
I
what
have-
happens if it hails? Is it gonna break things?
If it hits the I forgot what they're called, but if it hits those, then we're gonna go down.
Oh. I should look at them. Like,
Hey, Em, since Scarvix read the guide for the airship,
Mhm.
would it have said anything about how weather affects?
Yep. So, the Orin crystals themselves are made out of condensed air magic. So it's not, air really doesn't affect them. They can pretty much easily fly through the air. And the Orin crystals give them a light buoyancy so that they don't immediately fall down through said air. However, due to that fact, they are very weak. And if there's moderate to severe hail, it damages the Orin crystals. And if there are, I guess that's the only real weather condition that might be dangerous. Also, if you fly
Thunder.
through a sandstorm, that might also be dangerous.
it
Lightning
gets struck
actually,
by lightning.
lightning
No one
actually
heard it?
doesn't, because any type of wind magic in D&D is mostly translated to lightning damage. So.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Supercharge the ship. We get a lightning rod.
They look like rock
Ooh.
candies. I wonder if they taste like rock candies.
Don't eat them.
Okay.
You heard stories of someone who licked an earth gem and almost died.
You
Oh,
can almost
jeez.
die to these, and I assume it's gonna be from oxygen poisoning.
I won't touch it.
Okay, good. I wouldn't want you to die this quickly, or at all, really.
Oh, that's stupid. I know if it's gonna kill me, I won't eat it.
She just sighs.
Actually, how high up do we usually fly over the ocean anyway? Out of curiosity, with the ship.
I think it was like around 150 feet.
Yeah, no way I can fish that far. Okay, fair enough.
Go air
it's
fishing.
Really
gotta
long
be
fishing
real
rod.
one really long, two.
How long would it take
fishing-
to wind up a freaking reel for like 25 minutes?
I got something. I got
20
something. Oh wait,
minutes
we're all the
later.
way to the Dragon Isles. I didn't finish reeling up yet.
Finish it up, yeah.
Also, like if we're flying at any speed, the fish hook is probably just gonna drift out of the way of fish.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It wouldn't be effective.
I don't know, shoot for birds.
Birds.
Bird
Yeah.
fishing.
Birds.
It's like fishing, except chicken.
Ooh, yeah, fish into clouds. See what they catch in the
Cloud
clouds.
fishing. If
Are there
was cloud-
fantasy cloud fishes or something?
What is this? Final Fantasy?
I don't know, that'd be cool though.
It would be cool.
Oh, what do I do now? Oh, right, initiation. Oh, Tash,
Yes.
what do you want to do? You know, gotta
Sure.
see what. Oh, okay, neat. Just remember not to break anything, or mostly
Oh, God,
floor.
it's not gonna turn out with.
for this.
He's gonna ram into the freaking ballast.
Alrighty, let me get you some music. Do you want him to go
Okay,
first?
then,
Do you want to
yeah.
go first?
I'll let him go first.
All right.
I'm gonna get out of the way.
As you say that, he's gonna like puff out his chest. Give me an Arcana check.
Oh no, he's blade songing.
Whoa.
Hey.
You are on shore.
Ooh, loud.
All right, as we get the duel music up, it is Okash's turn as he brings out a large pike from his back, which is kind of like leaned up against his shoulders and the spine of his back as he goes out for a swing against Hana.
Is he 10 feet?
He's moving up.
Okay.
Ooh, bad hit.
Miss.
Fortunate.
As he comes up to my range, I'm gonna use this feature, my new move. Where is it? Here we go.
Oh. Oh yeah.
As he, what's called, swings at me, I'm gonna grab his arm. I'm gonna try to suplex him to the other side.
All right, give me an unarmed strike.
Athletics.
Add your
Yep.
dice too.
You can do
I'm not
athletics. That's
raging.
fine.
1 superiority dice.
Unfortunately, that will miss. As you go to grab his pike to throw him back, he quickly thrusts backwards.
Nice job.
And he's gonna use a bardic inspiration on himself.
Ooh.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
he's a bard.
He's a barbarian, remember?
Barbarian, yeah.
Bard berry.
That's the end of his turn.
Nice. My turn. I'm not gonna rage on you. That's bad. I'll try to, what's it called? Swing at him.
All right, roll the hit. That will
Oh,
miss.
we're not winning. Well, I'll use what's called my martial die then. Where
Alrighty,
is it? Ooh.
that will hit
21.
with a 7
Nice. 15.
for 15 points of damage. Alrighty, end of your turn.
Yep.
He's going to rush forward and attempt to make another downward swipe towards you. Over here. Boom.
Nice.
That will hit for 8 points of damage as the pike slashes across your chest. Or pierces across your chest, kind of like just gleaming off to the side. Using that momentum, he's going to use... Is he gonna do that? Is he gonna do
He wants to
that?
impress me, right? Do it.
Yeah, he's gonna use hammering horns. So I need you to
Ooh.
make a strength saving throw for me, please.
Cool. Sure thing. Strength save.
Ooh, you just succeed. As he goes to push, or you don't just succeed, you succeeded. As he goes to rush you with the horns, as he slams them downwards, you grab the horns and redirect him behind you.
That's a nice chick. I like that.
As he moves back here, as he huffs out some steam. End of his turn.
All right. What should I do? I'm not gonna rage yet. Ooh, you're watching.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Did he advantage? Did he what's called reckless?
Reckless.
He did not reckless.
How did he get 20? How did he get
He
advantage?
cast a true strike at the start of the fight.
Whoa. You don't do that. I'll attack him.
That will miss.
Oh, that'll miss.
At the start of his turn, he's going to he's going to cast heroism on himself for 3 temp hit points. And
Oh fuck, he's immune to frightened now.
and with that, he's going to
I know what I would do.
he
That was
doesn't
him.
he doesn't rage, so he's going to
What a weird barbarian.
okay,
grab on
uh,
and throw her.
end of his turn.
Nice. If I throw him, it might damage this, right? Or is the heart of wood strong enough?
It's strong enough. It's fire
Alright.
resistant, so
Not just fire resistant, like it's a bludgeoning damage resistant.
oh, it should be fine. You can just mending it up.
Maybe not then. Can I try what's called? Oh, actually no, I'll do something funny. Actually I don't know Hairstone. I try disarming him.
Sure.
Contested athletics.
Yep. Ooh, as you grab his pike and you slam it downwards as a dudung right into the floor.
I'll use my item interaction and I'll, I guess, kick it towards here.
Okay.
End of my turn.
as you do that, he's gonna from like the backside of his calves, you see as he draws out 2 hand axes from his from 2 sheaths by his calf as he goes in for 2 strikes.
Oh,
Nice.
1, 2.
Both miss.
Amy, you guys are not rolling very well.
As you deflect both of them with ease. His large size is kind of hurting him in this scenario.
Alright, okay, now show me the best you got. Alright?
All right. Can I get my pike?
Sure.
As he runs, as he runs over to get his pike.
I won't A off him.
All right. Let us see if he's going to. Let's see if he's going to rage. That is a failure. He's going to choose not to. As he grabs the pike and he goes in for a large ramming attack with said pike. Boom.
Nice.
As he slashes you in the chest for 8 points of damage, and he's going to use that momentum to pick you up and slam you into the ground. I need you to make a contested athletics check for me, please.
Awesome.
Oh, he's not good. He's not good enough for some reason. As you quickly push yourself off the blade and go counterclockwise under the pike and get right next to him.
I like how you fight. You fight a lot like me, honestly.
Great minds think alike, huh?
Alright. I'm gonna try to do that same thing to him.
All
With my
right.
great sword.
Ooh,
Oh my god.
that will miss.
I'll
As a-
action surge
Okay.
and try that again. Reckless.
Oh, that hits. As you slash him upwards as you want to pick him up and throw him down. Give me a contested athletics check.
Sure thing. Oh!
This time he grabs your sword and you watch the palms of his hand begin to heat up as he pushes you back. His hands and fingers getting cut up in the process. But he does in fact take 10 points of damage.
Nice.
At the start of his turn, he gains 3. He has to make a con saving throw for that. He just barely succeeds. He's going to go, because you reckless, he's going to attack with his horn, or he's going to attack with his pike.
Howie.
As this time he goes in for a swipe at your arm, just barely managing to glaze off of it and sliding off to the side. Using that momentum, he's going to rush forward and hit you with his horns again. Yeah, he's gonna make 1 melee attack with his horn, so that is a 2d20 plus 8 for that is an unnat 20 to hit.
That hits.
Alrighty, and I believe his horns hit for 1d6. Yeah, 1d6. 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you're stuck on one of his horns as he begins to thrash you around like a wild animal. You're lifted up maybe 10 feet off the ground.
Oh, what could I do in this situation? I'm kind of grappled, but it's by a horn as well.
You can try to counter grapple
Oh.
him by like getting on his back or something.
Cut off the horn.
That's rude. I'm not doing that.
You try to counter grapple him if you try to like. You are grappled, so you can actually make an attempt.
Grab
to,
the
like,
horn and just suplex him.
Ooh, suplex him.
You try.
Can I try that?
Sure. Give me an athletics
Oh.
check.
Gonna rage first.
Yeah. My worst one is tendrils. Cool. Let's do that
Shadowy
later.
tendrils lash around you. Each creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet must make a con saving throw. Oh, you gain 1d12 temp HP. He succeeds succeeds the save, but you also
still make
gain
this,
1
though.
temp HP. Oh
5.
no, you gain 5. Yep.
I'll put it down.
Alrighty, as you let out, you begin to get fired up. Your hair begins to form these giant fiery tendrils that begin to whip around the ship, lashing out the floorboards. But thankfully, due to the fact that they're hard oak floorboards, they take next to no fire damage. As they whip around his horns, you see as he just lets out a large huff of steam, and they kind of like dissipate.
Why in my hair? What? That's weird. Alright, athletics.
Alrighty, he rolled a 22.
Fail. I'm still grappled. Or
This
whatever.
time he picks you up and slams you down onto the floorboards as you're knocked prone.
Nice.
On his turn, he's going to let you back up as he casts True Strike on himself.
Cool. Start
This
my turn.
drops concentration of heroism.
Yeah, awesome.
Alrighty, your turn.
I'll attack.
Ooh, hit.
Nice.
That definitely
And
hits.
I'll add this, so double it again. How much is this? Another D8.
18
So,
rage.
and I'll be using, what's it called? Where is it? Menacing attack.
Okay, he has to make a wisdom saving throw. Ooh, he is not scared of a Phoenician demeanor. He takes a total of 15 points of damage plus 4 from rage, then a total 9. That is
Just 2 from rage, I think, right?
no, rage also gets doubled.
Okay.
28 points of damage. That one definitely hurt.
I'll put my hand up and I'll say, alright, that's it.
As he flourishes the pike and slams the sharp end into the floor. The white aura of the True Strike dissipates.
Wow, that was incredible.
Good fight.
Good, great fight. I'm impressed.
You guys are so strong.
You want to fight next, or
Are you sure?
perhaps not right now? I need to. He was pretty strong.
Yes, maybe later.
Okash goes downstairs to rest up after that.
Oh, I almost downed him.
He yeah, you did a lot of damage there. As you see some of his fur, he has a pretty bad gash around his chest. His brazen open chest.
I just want to follow him. I'm gonna try to, I guess, help patch him up.
Oh, he takes that with pride. He doesn't let you touch him up.
All right. Change music.
Yep.
Short rest to get your health back and stuff.
Utilizing short rests in an Adair game? Impossible.
That's wild.
Uh?
Was anyone else watching?
What the?
Was anyone else watching, or? Oh, you. Huh.
Whoever's watching.
Yeah, everyone. All these people are
Well-
watching.
Don't mind it. It's just training.
Well done. That was very good.
I just need to make sure, our crew will be safe.
Makes sense. But in character, you on?
Yeah.
Getting sleepy?
Danny, if you want to go next, out of curiosity, or not really?
Told me you'll come up. I heard they were fighting.
Oh yeah, there was. I'm going to test. If you want,
Do you want to
I will
point at? Do you want to point at someone and ask them if they want to fight?
I was going to go up to the group before he came up.
All right. He'll watch.
Any of you want to participate?
Sure.
or-
Throw me in the ring. I'll do what I can.
All right.
Alrighty. As he heals himself to full, and he walks over here and he takes out his gun, makes sure it's reloaded.
Oh god, I'm not.
Nope.
This healing today is not good. I'm half though.
Alrighty. Do you want to go first? Do you want him to go first?
I'll let him go first.
Alrighty, he's going to fire. From his gun, he's going to fire a guiding bolt at you.
Ooh, that hits.
That will hit for 6 points of damage. And with that in mind,
Oh yeah, I'm a fucking celestial.
yes, sir.
He's order.
Which can be no higher than your proficiency bonus. He's gonna use harness divine power and regain that spell slot back.
Wowie, it's a Phalar. Is it my turn?
Yep, your turn.
I'm gonna rush him.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try grabbing the gun out of his arm again.
All right,
or
give
hand.
me an acrobatics check or athletics check.
Acrobatics. Athletics. Oh my! Wow.
Nice.
As you go to grab the gun, you actually grab the muzzle of the gun as he fires, and fires right, just barely missing you, and it begins to like disorient you as you step back. You never experienced that blinding sound right next to your ear. Kind of like shakes you a little bit, almost.
Ah. It's a weird weapon, but thank God I'm not putting that in my head usually.
Noticing that you're hurt, do you need me to help you?
No, I'm good. I'll tap out once I think I've had enough.
All right. He's gonna shoot a gun. He's gonna shoot a bullet at you, and it hits you in the arm. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh shit! It's gonna be a whole person, isn't it? Save.
16. That succeeds, as he was going to in fact cast whole person.
Well, that.
And he's going to move back. Also, you do notice it's a little bit weird because he has 4 arms. He has two smaller arms that are like right under his primary arms, and those smaller arms is what he's using to fire the gun with, and his 2 big arms are, one of them's holding a shield that he's using to conceal the gun.
Honestly, I didn't even know you had 4 arms to begin with.
Yeah, three Kreen have 4 arms.
That's wild.
And he's going to, I think that's the end of his turn. Yep.
Yeah. Let's try this again, honestly.
All right.
The disarming. I'm gonna try to push him without grabbing the gun.
Oh, give me a
reroll?
roll off again. Oh, ooh, yeah. This time you grab the gun and slide it all the way down. Slide it all the way down here as it lands right here. Without his gun, he's kind of like a fish in the water. As he's
What does
going
he do now?
Or a bug in the air.
Or a 3
Sounds
Kreen
annoying.
on an airship. He's gonna turn back to you and say, grovel. And I need you to make another wisdom saving throw, please. Please.
No.
Oh, you succeed.
What does he cast?
He's casting
Hands.
command. And he's
gravel.
going to run away. 1, 2, 3, 4,
I'll A
5,
up.
6. Yes, sir. You hit him. 19. As the slash goes right down his back as he runs away.
He moves fast, but wait, no, actually,
Daddling.
this map is small. Forgot.
But I run faster. And he picks up his gun with his item interaction.
Nice. My turn, right?
Yep.
Let's move here. Thank God you don't have Overwatch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try attacking him. But
Alrighty.
this time I'll use my short swords.
All right, roll the hit. Hit
24,
for 6 points of damage.
6. 2 weapon fighting. I'll hit again.
Hit for 7.
I'll put Marsha in this, and I'll use what's called. I need a wisdom save.
Alrighty.
That passes.
Ooh, he is not looking too hot. He's going to cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level on himself.
I see like that, right? Like he's kind of like low.
Yeah, you do, but he's still interested in fighting.
Okay.
As he heals himself, and he's going to use Voice of Authority. He's going to as he pats himself on the chest with his off primary arm. You watch as he kind of looks over, wounded, and he looks at you. I think it might be best to, as he runs up and puts the gun to your chest and fires a shot.
Wow.
As you
that
take
hits.
6 piercing
Very
damage.
conniving.
All's fair in love and war, Hana.
Yep, I don't mind it.
As he runs over here and ends his turn. This time making
Alright.
sure to conceal his gun through his cloak and his shield.
Damn, I didn't know he had four arms, bro. That's wild.
Your turn.
Alright, let's attack.
Hit.
20, 10.
10 points of damage. Hit. 8 points of damage.
Is he like? Does he still look like he wants to fight?
He
or
still
no?
looks ready to fight.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah. I hope you don't kill yourself.
He's going to do the same thing again, as he's going to cast Cure Wounds on himself at 2nd level. For 11. Not the best. And he's going to attack you again with a gun. As he goes over here, hit you with Little Iron for 10 points of piercing damage.
Wow.
Wow.
And with that, I think that's the end of his turn, as he hides the gun again and he uses it on action to reload it.
Nice.
All right, your turn.
All right, do the same thing.
That
16
will
hit or
miss.
no? Ooh. Last hit.
That will hit for 8 points of damage.
8 points. Oh. Actually, that's overkill. I'm not doing that.
Kill him. Don't kill the guy.
Yeah, I'm not.
All
Are you
right.
sure you still want to continue?
Yes, I like this kind of fighting. As you see, he's actually really interested and he wants to continue fighting. He's going to ask you to grovel again.
Sure thing.
Would you kindly grovel?
Kind
Kind-
Wow, you don't want to grovel at all. As he
Would
kind of
you
he
kindly?
backs up. You can take an A
Hey
out.
up.
Yes, sir.
Oops.
Miss. And he gets ready to fire another shot at you
What kind of gun is that? To.
for 5 points.
All right.
Alrighty. End of his turn.
I'm gonna jump on the crates.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go over here and I'll try to like land a flying kick on him.
Okay. Roll the hit for me.
Ooh.
Ooh. As you
reckless,
go.
because-
Okay, reckless. 21. That will hit. As you go to hit him, you slam downwards and you feint an attack, feint a miss. As you slam downwards, he kind of like backs up a little bit and you rush forward using the momentum and you hit him with an uppercut. As you send him spiraling for 5 points of damage. As he lands up on these steps here. As he spits out a bunch of blood.
All right, so I think that's done.
A good fight.
I'm gonna help him up and also cast what's it called? Or is it? Not cast, healing hands. Alrighty.
Don't tell Phalar.
Yep.
Speaking of, where is the Phalar?
In the bedroom.
In the
He's
bedroom.
currently asleep as the Mercy is studying for AP stats.
Ah, man, weird.
Man.
Your
And-
stats. My stats are, I think, 10 strength.
I'm gonna kill
14.
you.
4 stam, 4 strength, leather belt.
Hey yo.
And he's gonna cast a Cure Wounds on you as a response
Yay. Well, pal, I like catch.
for 7. And he's gonna cast Cure Wounds on himself again for 11.
You healed me for 7, right?
Yep.
I'll do it. Awesome.
As he backs up. You got that tenacity over there. I like it.
Well, I had plenty of time learning. Oh, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, why is this music so
I don't know.
ominous?
I don't know.
Dementia music? That's what Nick called it.
Yeah, Nick called it dementia music.
No, my dementia is coming back.
I'm trying to find combat music that kind of works.
Are you sure? I think I'm done for now.
Fire
Are you down for the
force
combat?
music.
I'm done for now because
Alrighty.
I don't think I can take another martial with like most of my things gone.
Let me play something that's not like depressing.
Honestly, keep it depressing. I got a fucking idea.
Oh, okay.
God, no.
All right, we're going back to the depressing. Never mind.
No, I like
No,
this.
no, this is fine. This is fine for
It's
now.
Hollow Knight music. It's
All
good.
right. This Arcane. This is not Hollow Knight music.
Isn't it Kingdom Hearts?
No, it's Pillars of Eternity. It's Elm
Ah.
Shore. Do you not know about Elm Shore?
How dare you?
How dare you not know about Elm
Emp is
Shore?
appalled.
Amp Shore. That's what it is.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah,
It is.
no.
It
It's
is getting.
similar to a Hollow Knight piece.
It is getting late.
Shinobu.
Yes.
This-
Sorry.
She said she's so stiff. The last time you seen it, sorry, I'm just a bit excited. That
That's
black-haired woman, right?
Uh-huh.
She's still. When was the last time you saw her?
Let me think. 1, 2 months. She's probably been like left the shrine for quite some time. I would say. When did the Amber Rain start? How many months ago? Years ago?
Months, like-
Happened like
2-3 months.
3-4 months around there.
I would say it's been a month since I've been at the shrine.
A month? Oh, she has to be alive then. I'll Can I try something up?
Sure.
I don't have a sending stone in my thing, but I know I have one.
Mhm.
I'm gonna try using the sending stone. I'll try to like talk to Cynthia. If you remember who that is.
Sure. Let me just get you the sending stone. It should be here somewhere. One of them. I'll just add it as like as an item you have. Bada bing, bada boop. Okay. What do you say to her?
Cynthia, are you alright? It's been a long time. It's me, Hana. I hope you're doing fine, but I'd like to see you again one day. And that's it.
Okay. There's a long static that persists within the sending stone as you kind of like put it up to your ear.
The static?
The static.
Crazy.
It waits. I got it. Give me a minute.
Oh, I thought that was her talking.
I'm trying to. I gotta remember the. Okay. Hold on one moment. Okay. As you hear this. Hello? Hana? Is that you?
Am I able to respond? Or...
Yes, you can respond.
Yes, it's me. You know, from Nishi and all of that. Long time ago.
You're alive. I didn't know anyone survived.
Yeah, I thought you died as well. You're fine?
I am. I was traveling across the islands for as long as I could, and then I ended up in a... You said it was a temple of Torin?
It was a shrine of the yokai, probably, in the eastern part of Ushi.
I ended up in a shrine of the yokai. I was tended to by a nice, kind young woman with pink hair. She made sure my wounds were tended. And I stayed there. That's all you hear.
Is the sending gone or no?
The sending has worn off.
Oh, she's alive.
Who is she to you?
She was. It's a long story, but I think of her like my sister, if anything.
Aw.
I'm just. That's. Oh, that's. Wow.
Never knew you had like somebody that close to you.
Say that again.
She said, I didn't know that you had like someone who was that close to you. Surprisingly, that she met.
Huh?
It's a surprise, like a small world.
No,
You know
I
what
meant like I'm saying that in character.
Oh, sorry.
But What do you mean from that?
Which is such a silly thing that how our fates are destined to meet. You know, I met someone who was close to you, and now I'm here with you now. Isn't that coincidental?
I don't know. I used to think fate was bullshit, but I don't know. It's probably a thing at this point, considering all the things that have happened, honestly.
You know, hope and belief are very powerful things. The Yogan people always prayed to the shrines for guidance from the gods and the yokai. You know, their beliefs came true. You know, I became real.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, it's been a journey, honestly. There's a point in my life where I thought, believing in anyone else but yourself was a waste of time. Just you only had to rely on your own strength. That's what I was taught for most of my life. Here it's with the people on board, they've really shown me that it doesn't have to be like that, and frankly, it's kind of stupid to just rely on yourself.
Well, I can understand that kind of mentality. The warriors, the type of Phoenicians that's similar to you, they kind of had that same belief, but they seem very unhappy with their outcomes. I feel like people together need to unify and work together to accomplish goals that otherwise be impossible without.
Yeah, I know that pretty well. I am one of those warriors, despite how I look.
I can tell. I saw similarities with you and her. It's interesting.
Just go sit down here. Really, she didn't used to be like that. Like, describe her. Was she like?
She was very sad. You know, something felt like her soul. There wasn't much passion left in her, eyes. Maybe the things she has committed, maybe it told upon her body and her mind.
I could make an assumption.
I feel like war is a terrible thing.
It's not war. It's conflict in general.
Well, and I read some books about the Phoenician pasts and the Yogan past, and it's a lot of killing and murder. It's not very happy endings.
Yes, that's pretty much our culture, really. Before my master came up and just threw that all away.
I also read in the books that the islands used to be very pretty and beautiful and lush, full of life, but something changed.
Yeah, that's different now.
I think the Yogan people wish to, return the islands to its natural balance once more.
Honestly, I do too, and I don't know. If you're one of those new, I guess, like you, Atash, I feel like Phoenicians also want to. It's just, I hope I can mend, the Hyogans and the Phoenicians together. That's worried about that.
There's
If
a lot
anything,
of conflicts.
yeah, we're like for the blame, of everything, frankly. And would it be that kind to just accept an alliance, or even a connected culture? It's
Are the Yogans being suppressed by the Phoenicians?
they're in a way, yes.
That's kind of what I thought was going on. They didn't really speak of it, but I could tell. I definitely feel like maybe the leadership is at fault. Maybe
Of course it is.
The people just want peace.
The leader took over the Isles and did bad things. We
Oh.
were pirates. Now, after Nishi came in, everything's getting back together, but I just hope, one day me or someone else could solve the conflict of two opposing cultures.
It is my duty to help the people, the Yogan people, but I don't mind helping others as well. I feel like ultimately this would be the best benefit for everyone.
Let's just hope they listen to me. I don't consider myself too charismatic.
You're pretty influential. I think they speak about you.
That's what stories, legends, right? But
Things about things you've done to stop the sun from destroying the world.
I'm surprised you know that.
It's pretty common. They speak about it all the time. They do tell stories.
Stories.
Somehow they find out about the deeds you've done in the past and you become pretty famous.
Just
At least with the Hyogans, they believe that maybe you could be their light. The changed.
am I really even? I don't think I'm cut out for that.
Mhm.
Honestly, there is so many bad things I've done, and if they find out, I don't think they'll like me. And
Well,
honestly, you
the
know,
past is the past. It's about what you do now, what changes you make now. I'm not one to judge the things you may have done in your past. I definitely can understand. Mortals are flawed in many ways, but that doesn't mean they're necessarily evil.
mortals.
Well, I'm not really human, you know that, right?
I'm not human.
But you're like angelic and some other shadows.
It's
You're technically part human, no?
whatever. But I don't know. Like Mount Celeste or not, I consider myself to be a part of these people. So I don't like, even if I were immortal, I'd still consider myself, human.
Well, this is new. This is more new to me. People and things. Being a spirit and all. You don't really have those kind of senses and feelings as much, but exploring that and learning about the cultures in the world, it's very interesting to me.
What would you want to explore in the future? Maybe I can help.
Well, once our things are done here, maybe I'd like to travel the world and try different cultures of foods and different things. I think my favorite thing is definitely developing a sense of taste. It's quite interesting.
The sense of taste, you can't taste
Well,
anything.
Well, as a spirit, you don't really have those senses. It's new to me, It's like being able to open your eyes, for the first time.
You didn't know anyone else back then as a spirit? You just saw visitors and that's it?
I mostly just wandered around and protected the shrine. I didn't really do much. My memory is very fuzzy because too much time has passed for me to really remember. But I do remember specific people like Torin, the people at the shrine, more recently than ever.
Well, I hope you're ready then. You're going to you're going to make a lot of memories with our, I guess, I don't have a nice way of putting this, but our fucking mess of a party.
She'll giggle. You guys are really fun. I really am enjoying this so far, meeting you guys.
Wait till you see our boss.
Oh, well, who is he? I'd like to meet him.
His name was, or is, the World Archivist. He originally assigned us to find the World Codex, but we took I can't say small detour because it was a huge one. We literally stopped. We really revived the god, so that happened.
Well, you followed your heart. That's all that matters.
Oh, I no, I didn't. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to go find the codex, but the rest of my party did choose to, revive said god.
I still think that's an honorable thing to do.
I think it is, but really, well, at that time, I didn't really think highly of gods.
You said what god did you happen to save?
Or God, we saved the Meadowwalker.
I think she would know that the Meadowwalker is nature. Well, I have a love for all nature as well, so yeah, I think you did the right thing to try to save the forest and things.
I think that's biased, but I don't mind.
That's fair.
Ugh.
It's very interesting to have a life to live rather than a spirit. Having my one chance to do whatever I want.
What's your favorite part of being alive?
I love meeting people, talking to new interesting people, and discovering things I never seen before. It's basically like exploring an entire new world you never seen before. I love that.
You know, good answer. If I were your master, I'd give you, I don't know, you didn't really have grades, but that was a great answer.
Us yokai don't normally get a chance at life. We've always been traveling spirits, mostly tricksters and protectors, but actually having a life to actually have my one chance to do things that I can explore, it's very, very refreshing and very nice. It's a great feeling to have.
Yeah.
Living is, your one chance to do what you want.
That's so. There's a bit of irony in that, honestly, but you're right.
Yes. Life is precious to me. That's why I always respect and try to help those.
Phoenicians didn't have that choice you had. We were alive, right? But we were forced to do things that we may or may not, enjoyed.
Yes. So I've heard. It is a sad fate, and I wish to change that as well, hopefully.
One day, you, me, maybe Otash, and maybe some other Phoenicians, there's probably a lot at this point. We're gonna change the Crimson Phoenix, or the theocracy.
I would hope so. A world with the Hyogans and the Phoenicians and everyone who can all get along would be such an ideal world, but maybe it's a bit naive of me to say.
No,
But-
it's not naive. Those dreams, those like naive dreams, you better follow them. Don't be like Spark. You have to keep on dreaming.
I always
Please
have
don't
hope.
be like Spark.
No, I have hope, don't worry. The people have shown me that hope can go so far.
Hmm.
Well, I'm glad I came to meet you guys. It was definitely a great choice.
I'm thankful that you enjoy my party's company.
Everyone's great, and she'll smile.
Have you met Phaela yet?
Oh, the elf who was drunk.
Yes, have you met him yet?
Not fully, but I've talked a few times, I think.
You'd enjoy talking to him, but I think he's still hungover.
We can talk when he's awake. That'd be great.
Sure
I'd love
thing.
to meet more of everyone.
Maybe you'll meet our boss when he comes back.
I'd love to.
He's very shy.
I'll give him a big hug. Make him warm right up.
Oh, honestly, yeah. Let's give him a big hug when he comes back. Let's
Okay.
let's spook the shit out of him.
Okay.
She's just gonna stare off in the sky. Probably
Speaking
think
of-
something.
As you stare up into the sky and you walk over to the railing,
Rich railing. Oh shit.
you see a wide variety of things that are both awe-inspiring and also not scary or intimidating, but it is amazing in that kind of way. It is incredibly dark outside. Your vision maybe only reaches 60 feet in an endless and expansive sea, but also in the sky you see bits and pieces of stars, almost as if a artist flicked a paintbrush to a canvas and white little dots paint the outside periphery. You can also see the lights of the nearby 10 communities and their villages, the smokestacks forming like matches on a matchboard. It's a beautiful sight. Through the darkness, you can see that humanity, for its time, has even conquered the dark in bits and pieces. And it makes you think, like, these are people that are all living their lives with their families, their children. There are a lot of people.
I know what the stars are, right? They're
You
also
do.
people.
You do know that the stars are the bodies of fallen angels. There's a lot of people everywhere.
You know,
I know
Hyogans tell
what.
the Hyogans tell stories about the stars. The stars have guided humanity for thousands and thousands of years.
Well, the stars are fallen SMRs, so that's kind of their duty.
I think that each of the stars lights up hope for those, almost like a guardian watching over us.
Oh man, this is a throwback. Oh my goodness.
Well, one day, we'll achieve our dreams, and then we'll make more dreams and more memories. I think that is the point of humanity and being a human and living life, is to have your dreams and trying to accomplish them, despite all odds.
Goodness, we should have recruited you a long time ago. We really needed it.
Just smile.
Well, I suppose you're right.
In the darkest hour, always have hope.
That's very cheesy, but
I know.
agree.
It is cheesy, but it's what I was taught. And you know what?
Not you, Torin.
Well, the people and everybody. Torn was very nice and kind to me, but he didn't really teach me many things. He was more like kind of like a father for me. But
Aren't fathers supposed to teach people,
well, he has many children, but the problem is more like time. He also has to deal with a lot of the problems with uprising war and
I could
everything.
assume.
All the bad people that he has to punish in the underworld.
You're probably just a collection of, I don't know, Hyogen philosophy, if anything.
Yeah, I would say so. I read a lot of books when I was there. It was very nice to learn about their culture.
Ooh.
But I can't. It's like it's
Yes.
Hey man. Hey man.
Hello.
No, he wasn't saying anything.
Never mind.
must have been the wind.
Must have been the wind.
Must have been the wind.
Yeah. I don't know. Not really. Not really one for conversation, honestly. A bit awkward, if anything.
That's fair.
Usually I just have my friends to go off by and, we talk back and forth. For me, really, I used to think myself as a stepping stone for just, other people.
I think everyone is a stepping stone for each other. That's why we as people always come together.
The staircase. This is so
Build the
stupid.
staircase to our dreams.
Oh, if only you. Yeah, you need to talk to a lot more people. Your beliefs are just charming.
I appreciate that.
If everyone had the same belief you had, or maybe the Hyogans, the world would be a lot better place than what it currently is.
I think they try.
Yeah, we'll try harder, honestly.
They need someone who could be the change in their world. Not everyone is created equally. You're special, and so am I, and so is everyone here.
Is there anything else you want to know, or anything? I'm just gonna stare in the stars for a bit before I probably go to bed.
You can always ask me more questions if you want.
I'm asking if you wanted to have any questions for me.
I'll think of some. How about that?
Alright, I like answering questions.
Think of some. And then you go to sleep, and then I'll get some snacks, because I'm hungry.
Don't eat too much.
Why?
You might starve, or
Oh.
the rest of us.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Alright, go right along. I'll be fine.
Okay. She will go solemnly to cook some food.
You stare out into the stars in the sky, and the clouds begin to shift and change into that of images, people, places.
Of who? Of what?
People you remember. Cinders, Denali, Toromo, Nishi, Cynthia. Even people who you didn't think really mattered all that much. The the pet
Mior.
owner, the pet owner from Mercutius, the
Oh, that fucker.
rifleman from the Hard Oak, from the cultist camp, not the cultist camp, but the World Archivist camp, and even the people of Ramblebush. You've met a lot of people, and they've all had a way in changing who you are as a person. Almost like you're a mosaic of all of the people you've met and how they have molded you into the person you are today. I'll be a chaotic person, but a good person at heart, who wants the best for the people that she cares about. And the best for a lot of people, even the people she doesn't really directly know. And at that moment, your sword, your great sword, begins to shine and glow, and all the clouds from the sky begin to slowly move into said greatsword. As it begins to crack until it shatters into a clay sword.
Oops. Did I? This isn't blacksmithing. This is. Honestly, I don't really care anymore. I'll figure this out tomorrow. Can I examine the sword? Examine the sword?
Yes, sir. Give me an Arcana check.
Sure thing. Arcana.
It appears to be a sword that is built off of the people that you have remembered and the people that have pushed you and influenced you in your life. Those that have fallen have managed to make their way into the sword and can impart power upon it.
Is that sword talking? Can I talk to it? Cinders, is this you?
What the fuck do you want?
Are you in the sword? What is
Yes,
this?
I am.
Why? I'm
don't
missing you
know.
a lot.
I miss you.
Yeah, I miss you too. just, I don't really get why right now. Did I do something?
No?
What's this for then? Aside from, the sun.
Well,
So what's this for?
well, if you really want to know. If you really want to know, Hana.
Yes!
Do you really want to know?
Yes, I do, Cinders. Come on. Not telling me.
Alright, hold on. Oh, that's old stuff. That is,
Well, I hope Corsu's fine with
over here.
the sword looking like this.
It's transformed.
It is in fact. Roll me a history check, see if you would remember.
Remember? Whoa. I'll think I have one Martial die left. Yes, I do. 12.
You can make this with advantage. Because I like
Okay.
giving advantage to people.
18.
18. It is in fact the day of Remembrance, the 3rd of Solozio. And it appears that the holiday of remembering those that have come and gone in your life has given power to your blade. The Mosaic Blade. A blade that is morphed and manipulated and changed by the people that have been a positive influence on your life.
That's the people in like the sky, right?
Yep.
Is Aura in there?
Yes.
What else? Is Mior in there?
Sure.
Sure.
What did he do? Or what did she do?
I think
Also, Solazio. Fuck.
I think Mior has left an impact on a lot of people. Probably more good than bad.
Probably.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Probably.
Maybe. Who else is in the sky? Who else is irrelevant? How about what's called the Rune Forger we fought? Is he there or no?
No. You fucking decapitated that guy. Why the
Kinda
fuck does he
did.
give a fuck about you?
True.
You freed him from the mortal coil.
And he turned
Yeah,
into
true.
he turned into an amber horror that the Tromar party fought.
Oh,
Is the,
shit.
Ooh, is the Metal Walker there?
She
Or
is.
would I not look?
Mm-mm.
Would I
There
not
are-
even recognize them?
There are many bodies that have formed in the clouds, but it appears that at this moment you have only unlocked two of them that have really left an impact on you.
Which are
Cinders and Nishi.
cool.
Nice.
Well, can anyone do this, or is this like what, a gift from God? Am I supposed to follow someone now?
No, you don't have to follow anyone.
It's quite out of the blue, honestly.
Oh, sometimes good things happen out of the blue. Also, it's a holiday, you idiot. Oh,
Okay, first of all, holidays don't usually give me gifts, out of nowhere.
Well, think about it as a birthday present.
It's not my birthday yet.
Not yet.
Think about it as a holiday present.
That's
It's a Valentine's present.
that's a weird concept.
Look,
Who gives people presents on the holiday?
look. Has Phalar given you any gifts for any holidays yet?
I don't think we've had a holiday, ever since.
But has he given you any
know.
gifts in general?
There's Aradov Acres.
I don't give a fuck about Aradove Acres. Has he given you?
Aradov Acres
Has
is
he
a
given?
gift.
Has he given you any gifts? Any real gifts? Any gifts that matter?
Well, he's.
Mm.
It's a squishy face.
Mm.
Nice.
You can mold it like clay. You can, it's a good chess ball, if anything. No, I like him being there. Is that a gift enough by itself?
The gift is meant to be the gift of love, Hana.
What the?
Yeah, that's there though, right?
It is. But I'm just saying, I'm giving you a gift. And all the people that have loved you have empowered themselves into this blade.
No. Okay, that's a bit embarrassing, but thank you.
You want me to just leave? I'll leave.
No,
I'll leave.
don't leave. it's it's weird. Me feeling this. After all the edgy bullshit that happened in my life, it's like, it's you to me.
She begins poking you in the head.
Poking my what?
She begins poking you in the head.
Yes.
Get
What-
used
what?
to it.
I'll try.
It's almost like people care about you, Anna.
Yes.
Fucking get used to it.
I'll get used to it soon.
You spent too much time with that Nishi guy, man.
Nishi. What do you mean?
He made you I'm a warrior.
I'm pretty sure that was before you and Nishi.
Was it?
Yes.
Damn.
Nishi tried getting me friends, but I was too stubborn to listen.
What the fuck?
What? You'll have to deal with that, alright?
Well, I kind of exist up in your head now, so if you need someone to talk to, I'm here.
Sure.
If you've got voices in your head, you probably should seek a therapist.
Shut up, Spark. I didn't ask you, bitch.
Whoa, whoa.
Bam!
As Cinder's counterspells Spark.
That wasn't even in character.
Silence. Meta silence.
Meta silence. Nick says if Simon's in there.
No.
You see a 90-year-old old man who's actually 30.
It's crazy. So you're in my head now. That's crazy.
Well, yeah. The world is crazy. If you think about it, I don't know. You come to find that, world's a weird place. People who come into your life, you never really expect them to have such an impact. I guess it's just how the world works, you know? Like,
Like what?
I guess I could say the same, that you had an impact on me.
What did I do?
I saw a little child who needed help. And I tried to give you the best couple of years of your life as I could.
Sorry about that.
No, don't apologize. I blame the system that was created before our time. I blame people like Gabrala, whose whole existence involves breaking spirits. People like her are the reason why people look down upon the Phoenicians.
Is she still out there?
She is. And I believe you're about to cross paths. Sooner rather than later.
Is she can't be in Varric. Please don't tell me she's
She
in
is not
Varric.
in Varric, no.
Thank goodness.
But I believe that she is in the Dragon Isles.
Why?
Well,
She's trying to set up a new.
when she took me out, she saw some of my notes on the Codex and our conversations. And I guess that piqued her interest.
Oh, great.
For whatever twisted reason she would need it, she wanted to go search it out.
She'd probably want to use that knowledge for. Well, you could do a lot of things with knowledge, but
Correct.
would she be able to take it, honestly? When I got my. You see the books that Spark and everyone else has, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I had that, that almost tore me apart. If she took hold of the code, like the World Codex of all things, she might just die trying to open it or trying to comprehend everything.
I'm not sure. And that's what I'm worried about.
Well, that's gonna be our next stop, anyways. Aside from Varric.
I doubt she is not smart enough to find it. But I worry that she
might kill people there.
No, I do not worry about that. She's going to kill people regardless. That's not a worry across my mind. But what I'm worried about is she has been teaming up with old enemies and wants to help with their goals.
Who's an old enemy?
This was long before your time as a part of the Phoenicians, but do you remember someone by the name of Apollo?
No, I'm pretty sure I was there for that, yes.
Well, before your time with Nishi, Nishi actually killed this guy to become a Cinder Knight. I'm sure he told you about it.
He told me a lot. It's like his crowning achievement.
Apollo was a twisted individual who wanted nothing more than to push the boundaries of a soul. And he was just on the cusp of achieving victory when Nishi came in and killed him. I normally think that everyone has a little bit of good inside of them. I think that man is the first person I've met that is pure evil. And
Yes.
what was that?
Continue.
I do not think he is dead.
Well, apparently he has the Dream Empress's sister around, so
I could never figure out where she was.
none of us. Well, yeah.
I don't think
any
even the
of us
Lord of
either.
Fire knew.
Is anyone gonna stop Gabriella? Alra? Do you know who that is?
I know who Aura is. The Lord of Fire.
Alra? Silver Flame? Anyone gonna stop them?
They're trying. But Gabrala is always a step ahead. She's been doing this for a while. This is why I think it is time for you to take the Mosaic Blade. If you and Gabrala were to come to blows with one another, I think you need as much help as you can get.
Oh, all right.
You're going to need allies. You're going to need more weaponry. You're going to need whatever you can get. Because she is one of the strongest people on the planet. And I say that 100% serious, no joke. She was given some sort of curse by Apollo. Some would say curse, others would say blessing. Every battle she won would increase her power.
That's. Can she just kill rats then, and keep getting stronger and
Well,
stronger?
it has to be a worthy opponent. Has to be someone that could actually put up a fight. And if she is ever put into a near-death situation, then she gains a considerable power boost.
Oh god, it's Dragon Ball. Fuck.
Uh-oh.
That's. I don't like that. Yeah, it's pretty bad, honestly.
I remember hearing that far, far long ago, she was attacked by some orcish warrior and a bunch of random misfits who managed to put her near death. And ever since then, her power just started to increase. I do not remember. She scares me. And she's a slippery bitch, too.
I could
Damn.
assume that already.
That was good fucking timing.
Yeah, I love this music. It's from WoW. Oh, so good.
That is why I'm going to be here and be by your side as much as I can to help you through this encounter.
Alright.
I consider you my child. I cannot have you die now.
I appreciate it. I'm probably a really bad child, but thank you.
You were my best. You were the best mistake that I picked up.
Yep, there we go. Well, do you have any ideas on what I should plan for first?
I think your idea of getting the second codex is smart.
Alright.
I know you're not a person who likes to stay in one environment for too long.
Why is that?
Come on, Hana, I know you. You get antsy.
Well, you're right.
You never liked staying in port for when we had to. You always liked exploring.
Sorry about that.
No, nothing wrong with that. I love that part as well. Exploring uncharted places was a joy of mine. I think stay in Varrock. Try and gain allies if you can. The big honchos in Varrock, they can be pretty useful, and they can give you a lot of information.
Do I know what Varric is?
Roll me a history check.
Like what's called basis of it? Like, oh yeah, crime ward and
Sure.
tree.
Some would say it's a bastion of lawful good. But those people that say that are crazy. Varrock is a place of villainy, of debauchery, of evil people. People who swindle one another, steal from one another, kill one another. Although that last part is a little taboo unless you're in the Underwine.
Alright, evil people. I am one of their type, but like, how do I get them to work together?
Well, believe it or not, the big honchos in fact work together all the time. They all have one common enemy. There lies a cult of blood worshippers in the Underwine. Maybe you can talk to them and try and remove them from the situation.
Remove the blood people?
Yes.
Oh, gladly. That's heresy.
But also check your surroundings in Varrock, because that city changes super quickly, and by the time you get there, the city could be in ruins. Who knows?
Damn.
Let's hope not. That would suck.
Yeah, that would be awful. Anything else? I can't want to sleep now.
You go to bed.
Alright, good
I'll
night,
I'll try not to watch you when you sleep.
Nice. The Phalarge.
The Phalarge. What's Phalar doing?
Toss one.
Studying for an exam.
Man. Ah,
Baylor,
What?
put that shit down.
fine, I'll put the AP stats down for a sec.
Come on, how hard is AP stats?
Yes.
Pretty hard.
Pretty hard. It's math.
Man, I ain't never have AP stats in my life, so I don't know. I'm talking out my ass.
I should be like you. So, what's up with you?
You're still hungover, aren't you?
I feel just fine, thank you for asking.
I know you're lying, right?
Oh yeah.
You're good.
He's gonna lean over on the table. Yeah, yeah.
Check this. Check this out. I'm gonna play the clay sword here.
What is it?
It's a sword.
Well, yeah, I know that, but like, why? It's a nice looking sword. What you want me to do with it?
Oh, nothing. I just wanted to show it off. You know, because you have your cool, huge sword, and you're not compensating for anything, right?
Listen, I'm really good with my sword.
Yes, it's so big. You want it really big. I wonder why.
I feel like you're calling me out for something here.
I may or may not be. But
Unbelievable.
yeah, just wanted to show it off. It's I got it from a gift, like as a gift.
Oh, from who?
How the how do I explain this? So you know Cinders, right?
Yeah, the fire lady.
You know
One
how
of the
she
fire ladies, at least.
you know how she could just basically transcend death?
No, not really, but I believe you.
She just did that and she turned Korzu's sword into his clay sword.
Korzu had a sword that he sent?
He bought me it, yeah.
That's so
Come-
kind of him.
Come to think of it, you never buy me anything or gift me anything.
I gift you my my resounding love. Yeah, that.
That's so cheesy.
And you still buy it up.
Shut up! Shut the hell up! But not really sure what we're. Well, you know what we're doing, right?
We're going to Varric, then we're going to Dragon Place, then yada do yada da. We
You're
went.
from the Pine, right? So, do you know? Do you know any like blood cult or anything?
Blood cult. I don't think I know any blood cults, right?
Give me a religion check or a history check.
Alrighty. You'd think I have proficiency in religion, but no, I'm a proud atheist.
All right, on a 15, you could guess that there are probably some cults of Xylo out there that worship blood.
Yeah, you ever heard of Xylo?
I did, right?
I think
I
you've
feel like I
interacted
did.
with her in the campaign at some point, or someone has told. Like, Korzu probably told you
Oh,
that.
Korzu, yeah, the Korzu god. Before he, I'm not really sure. Honestly, it's a weird thing, but yeah.
I never wanted to tell him to his face, but like, Xylo's freaky, man.
If
All that blood, all that experimentation.
well, good news for, I think honestly just me. We're gonna beat the shit out of them.
What?
All right, listen up. The Dragon House is kind of a bad place to be right now, and according to Cinders, through the sword or my head, we need good allies, and I think one good ally would be the people in Varric, the place of lawful, good,
Oh,
the bastion of lawful good.
I just don't think that's correct. Who do you have in mind?
The crime lords.
What? You're not hiring crime lords.
Oh, they're evil. I'm evil. It works out.
You are not evil.
Yes, I am. Burning
Look at
red
those
hair.
chubby cheeks. Those couldn't be
Shut up. You are. But well, I've been recommended hire, crime lords, and the easiest way to do that is you beat up people of a religion.
That's weird. I do not consent to this.
Well, I do, and oh,
So
crazy.
your plan is to fight religious people,
Mm-hmm.
to make the crime lords happy,
Yep.
to then get the crime lords to help you.
Corzu form. Yep.
Holy shit.
Do you see why this is a bad idea?
Well, it's the best we got, really. I'm not gonna
Why don't you just befriend the church?
befriend the church. If I befriend the church, I get 1 ally. If I befriend the crime lords, I get like 3, 4. A lot more
The
than
churches, plural.
churches. I mean, I could talk to Torin, maybe.
You could just talk to any semi-reasonable person. Listen,
Like-
if you
like the
work
crime
with
lord.
crime lords, then you're gonna make a bad rep for Ramblebush.
I'm not from Ramblebush. you
You
know that.
represent Ramblebush.
How? I thought you represent Ramblebush. You're a lot more. You stand out more.
We're basically like the founders of Ramblebush. That should be our name, the Founders.
Steal my title.
Sick.
Okay, founders, regardless, but you still look. That cross. You look out of place, alright?
And your hair's on fire.
It wasn't all the time. It was just pig back then.
Okay. Just don't. If you associate crime lords and you associate with the wrong people and you get the wrong people upset, then we're gonna have to fight crime lords.
Why are there so many Phoenicians with pink hair? What the
Who
fuck?
said that?
Oh,
It's my
hi.
soul. It talks. It's in this. Say hi.
Hey,
Oh,
why do you not get her any gifts?
oh god, I wasn't ready to meet the parents.
That's not my. Never mind. Continue.
What were you about to say, Hana?
Nothing.
Hmm?
Nothing.
Don't make me get
Yes.
Nishi on the phone.
Oh my god, it's the
How?
parents.
Oh god, I'm not ready to meet the dad.
Oh my goodness. I think the moms would be scarier than the dad, honestly.
You fucking damn right.
Good job.
Taylor's just nervously sweating.
Well, yeah. I'll say hi to Cinders.
Hi.
Hi. God, speak with your chest.
I'm sitting down, but I mean, I could get up and speak with it.
Don't
Go
think
on.
that's the point.
No, I'm comfy.
I want to see how long you can stand for before you fall.
Not very long, actually.
Oh my god.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I just fall over for the sake of falling over.
Failar, you're not supposed to say that to her. Of all the things to say, why this?
Honesty is the best policy.
Hana,
That's what
you
Mima taught me.
wanna go with him? I have some people I can hook you up with. Do you know about this owl? His name is Tadun Dal. He is the owner of the something Chimera, something Chimera.
Hey, Ed.
I am happily in this relationship. I am fine.
Welcome to the Bachelorette.
Wow.
Oh, she's so small.
You fucking what?
I don't know the character.
That's funny. That's a mini Cinders.
You damn right.
Taylor
Also,
would be
Hana-
like, hey,
Hana-
I saw you in hell.
Hana.
Yes.
So you see these other people on the blades?
Who do I see?
You see a figure of Korzu, and you also see a figure of Korzu kind of like etched in mist, and a figure of Nishi etched in fire.
I see. You probably recognize Nishi, and I see a friend of mine.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, these figures, because I'm special, I'm gonna be the only one who's talking to you from this blade.
Awesome. I wouldn't have it any other way, honestly. Nishi's weird and not Korzu, please, not Korzu.
Korzu would probably like deny you healing or something. Whenever you needed it
Wait,
most.
what's wrong with Korzu?
How do you know? Never mind.
We met him in Ramblebush. Remember?
Yeah.
I'm talking.
Yeah, I met him in Ramblebush. Come on.
That was oh my god, that's out of character again.
There are no limits here, Spark. Everything is in character.
True.
Would you
But-
guys keep it down? You're chattering quite late into the night.
Sorry.
Do I need to
You're
go
just
burn his
eating.
paper arm?
Oh my
Uh,
god.
No,
I think it's fireproof.
it's fireproof. It's not waterproof though, so.
The little
Maybe.
the little fire cinders that forms here begins like stomping her foot, pouting.
Hey, maybe we could use Korzu to help.
Yeah, true. I have. Well, I already used my sending stone. Maybe later.
Also, about the blade. Whenever you acquire new forms, you have to switch one out. So if one of them isn't to your fancy, you can just re-etch it into something else. The cool thing about the blade is it's permanently made out of hardened clay, but you can always reshape it to whatever you want. So like, you know, if you wanted to get rid of me, you could change me out for someone else.
Can I turn into? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't switch you out first of all. I'd probably keep you.
Well, good, because you're
of all
fucking
things.
stuck with me.
Awesome.
But like, if this weird sea monkey guy, you don't end up liking his form in combat, you can just swap him out.
How do I what? Do I have to carve something in?
Well, you have to reburn it and then just carve it in yourself with a little like with your finger or something.
You should do a
Reburn it?
Phalar form.
That's.
She's gonna walk up to you, Hana. Why does he look like that?
Tragic accident.
Oh,
Damn.
his
It
backstory.
involves gods. He
Oh, no.
sulks in the shadows because of it.
Oh no, she was talking about Korzu.
Oh. Tragic
I
accident.
guess that's also with him. Why does he look like that?
Face smiley.
Tragic accident. I swear.
What
All
are
the
your kids?
things-
What are your kids going to look like?
Oh.
Are they gonna be
Yeah.
bullied?
You just see her like. Distraught, like, oh my god, she just fucking realized.
Are they going to have crosses for backs?
Oh my god, that would be wacky. Are they also gonna be Warlock patrons?
I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want that at all.
She like looks at him for like a good solid minute and then kind of goes back.
Oh god, would they have pink hair or blue hair? Oh no.
I guess they would be cotton candy.
Oh my goodness.
You guys know I could like hear you.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
joke.
I still said it anyway.
I got it
Damn.
from her. Sorry.
She like stomps on the table here, and then falls off.
I don't know, you
Is
just
she
got.
gonna set the ship on fire?
I haven't set the ship on fire. I think she's fine.
Are you gonna set the ship on fire?
I don't know. Probably not anytime soon.
Okay. I just want to make sure. You know, remember when Spark set the ship on fire?
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, I think it's gonna happen again, but don't tell him I said that.
Why? First of all, the wood's different. Second of all, Sparks, you know,
Yeah, but Spark's different too.
in what? Well, he's depressed. I don't think he's motivated.
All right,
So
the conversation stops. As Phalar,
Fuck.
you feel something tickle the back of your brainstem.
Oh, fuck.
cancer.
Baylor,
Oh.
Baylor, I just found
God.
Baylor. I've just found out that Antius is a Jade user. We might be able to do something to fight George again. Hope you're well. Korzu signing off.
Fuck me.
Could I decline?
No, I wasn't. That was out of character, you hoe.
Wow.
Everything's in character, Mercy.
I gotta take an urgent message. I'm gonna just go in the corner and sulk in the shadows for a sec. Give me just a moment.
Wow, leaving his girlfriend and mother-in-law. That's
Leaving Larry.
That's not a good sign.
I honestly no clue. He's never done this before.
Alright, I'm gonna respond with. Fuck, do I want to respond with?
Okay, that's fuck. I want to respond with. That's
I'm literally going. Can't make that joke.
You're
here,
going to what?
Norma.
AP stats, boy. What are you doing?
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry on stream, and I'm gonna get you canceled for making a child cry. How's that?
Fair.
I'm literally neurodivergent and a minor.
And I play Omori.
True, I do play Amori.
I'll just take a long rest and cry about it.
True.
Hey, Emp, while he's thinking of that, so did Hana just come straight from there to here, or did like any of us find out about the sword?
I would say she was kind of looking at the sword as she walked through, walked through the area here into the
Oh yeah,
main
for
room.
sure.
Have they been talking loud enough that we can just like hear it
Oh
without
yeah,
any like?
you can
we
hear
were
everything.
laughing.
Otosh is laughing the whole time.
Okay. All right, because so Scarvix is sort of talking to himself. It's like, interesting. It seems to be teleporting the phonetics of their voices there. What can we call this phenomenon?
A cell phone.
That's my joke. I'll be here all week.
Oh, there's another one. There's another one for the bingo card.
Let's go!
Wait, what? Oh, wait, yeah, the bingo card. What space is that?
I made a joke. It's not a joke that's hard to understand. It's like not a weird reference. He was making a joke about telephones.
Only I get Ben's jokes.
I
It's
got
not a
it.
reference.
It's a reference to telephones. Crazy.
Some sort of, I don't know, long range voices? No, that's too long.
Close it over your head.
Something ventriloquism?
Not quite. Unless they do have a puppet in there that they're using for the voices.
Hana, are you using a puppet to, as a mouthpiece for their voices?
Okay, I got what I want to say.
She doesn't respond.
Hana?
You know, sometimes they voices talk to me in my head too.
That, I don't know if that's concerning or a good
Well, it's
thing.
mostly Torin. That's about it.
I still see your
Oh,
shadows
that's
in my
probably a
room.
good thing then.
I can't
Sometimes I
see
hear the
my
prayers.
face when I'm with you. But I love it.
Alrighty, I'm gonna respond with, hi Korzu, how can I help? This could be the big break we need. Stay safe, keep in touch, and tell everyone we say hi.
Sounds like a fucking
Love.
librarian.
Baylor.
Love. Mwah.
Love the Phalar.
Love Baylor.
XOXO.
XOXO.
P.S. said go water our house, please.
What?
Water the plants in the house.
No,
Water
just
the house.
water the house. I don't want the wood getting dry.
Wash the house.
Are you done sulking the shadows like a?
Yeah, sulking done.
I
What's Korzu?
think we're being too loud. I think the entire group is outside. listening to
I
us.
think you're being too loud.
How am I being loud? I am pretty.
I have a sore throat. It's impossible for me to be loud.
Now you're just acting.
I'm great at acting. Did you see what I did back there in that last fight?
That was stupid, and it's gonna get you
And
killed.
it
but,
worked?
You know, if Cinders were there, she'd probably thumbs up.
It was so cool. Little scary, but super cool. And they bought it so easily. My genius is uncomparable. Face smiling.
Yeah. I don't know how to respond.
Don't worry, my genius tends to leave people speechless.
Shut up, please.
But anyways, in all seriousness, that was Korzu calling. He said, you know that the T Chai, you know the T Chai back from Ramblebush, the weird one?
You really want to say tiefling?
No, I don't.
Please do not.
See?
I didn't say it. She said it. I didn't say it.
Say what?
I love Chai.
I think let's just go out. They hear us.
Fine.
Oh, who'd I sit with? So Tichai and Teus.
Yeah. Apparently that guy knows Jade stuff. Did you know? I didn't.
I
No. That's interesting.
I don't really remember what Jade was.
It's like the green magic. It controls time.
Isn't it a rock?
I mean, I
believe
think it's also a rock.
space and time.
And the rock? Well, I mean, like, so is Amber, but yeah.
Well, Korzu
it's
said
not really a
that.
rock.
Korzu said we might have another chance at fighting George, if that's
Oh.
something you'd all be interested in.
Really, the last. I hesitate to call it a fight. It was more like a brief clash of wills, but
And I think we. No, we.
Not right now. Let's find the codex first.
I agree.
yes, let's keep note of that somewhere.
Oh yeah, part 2. Do you guys overhear me on top of the ship or down here?
No.
Do you hear me talk about the Varric stuff with the blood cult or blood?
Huh? The blood.
Okay.
No. Please explain it.
I have a plan that might help us with the second codex. So the second codex, according to my talking sword, Gabrala's there, and if you remember who Gabrala is, pretty bad piece of shit.
Hey,
Yeah?
you want to move above deck? People are trying to sleep.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, good enough. Yeah, let's.
When
let's
I'm
move on.
eating. Oh, whatever.
Just take your food.
Finish your food and
I'm
meet us
trying
up
to
there.
fucking sleep over here. Get the fuck upstairs. Shut the fuck up about Gabrala.
Alright, Gabrala is in the Dragon Owls, and she might kill us.
Yeah,
So I have an idea.
That's always not
Uh-huh.
good.
It's not a good idea, but
It's a great idea. So in Varric, there's crime lords because it's a bastion of lawful good. And my plan is we befriend those crime lords. And how we do that?
Lawful good crime lords.
It's a joke.
You- Wasn't a very good one then.
I think it's
I for one
hilarious.
am happy that Hana is finally seeing the power of friendship for what it is.
Yep. Thank you,
Are
Scovix.
you really always?
What do the
Can we
crime lords? Are they gonna help us kill this person?
They're going to assist us, if anything.
And how trustworthy are they? They're
I don't know.
not at all.
Wait, I could make an assumption, a pretty smart one as well. So these 3 crime lords work together, and they have one enemy, which is a bunch of blood cultists. If we
Yeah.
take down said
Alright.
blood cult, the crime lords will be happy, and they're pretty trustworthy if they're all willing to work with each other, actual crime lords, and
okay.
not having the blood cult around.
So you're saying we take care of this blood cult of theirs, and then they help us with Gabrella?
Of course.
This is a
Dude.
very bold
Mm.
assumption. There's a difference between working together and working with somebody else to meet your own goals.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm doing, the latter.
Well, if they are decent enough people, they will recognize the trade of favor. But
Oh,
they
How
are
strong-
crime lords. They
how
are.
strong is this this blood
Shinobu?
cult?
How strong is the blood?
Yeah, sorry.
Alright, how strong the blood cult is? Well, Phalar stated that they're very connected with Xylo, and Xylo is, I don't think she has many friends, so... Actually, I'm not really sure how gods work here, but... Xylo, maybe there's something in regards to that. Probably very, I don't know, divinic, if anything.
I'm just curious to know how strong the blood cult is if these crime lords couldn't deal with them for so long. They
They,
must be pretty formidable.
well, the crime lords, right? They're a pretty big thing in in Varric, so it's most likely that said blood cult would be able to, I guess, calculate and understand how they move and how they act. They wouldn't be able to take us into into equation. Sorry if I'm acting like a nerd.
No, I understand. I'm just wondering how strong this cult is and what they could be potentially connected to.
They'd probably be connected with a god, but considering all the gods are in hiding, if that bitch wants to show up, she's gonna get her head chopped off. So I think that's fine for now.
Hmm.
I don't know if I can bring myself to beat up another group of followers.
I am very excited, but also, how would this affect, I guess, looking for the Codex? That's what I'm thinking right now.
If it's a short enough detour, it shouldn't really affect us.
I'd prefer not a detour. I'd prefer both coming at the
Well,
same time.
Well,
Is that
if we're
possible?
going to stop and try to gain a favor from these crime lords, it's going to be a detour.
We're gonna be in
You can't have
anyway.
both worlds.
Aren't we going anywhere else that may have allies as well?
Allies,
Are we going to that place, that island in the middle of the ocean? What's it called?
Iron Hole. There's Iron Hole, there's Ramble Bush, and there's probably the Dragon House. That's probably, we can, on those stops, we can probably make allies, if anything.
Ramblebush, definitely we could source some allies from
Ramble
that.
Bush is a free go. Iron Hole, I'm not too sure, considering 3 Phoenicians and the war.
The
But I have
issue is
an
that
idea.
Ramblebush is a bit of a distance away.
But I
No
think
matter
we'll work
what.
things out.
Yeah, no matter what, we will have to detour for allies.
Maybe we should talk to both sides and see what's going on before making any assumptions, because who knows if these people are actually innocent or not.
Innocent, as in the blood cult?
Well, either they could be both. They could be good people. We don't know that.
Would you like to speak, Cinders?
As you see, Cinders appears in front of you all. What?
Oh,
What can I do?
And I guess the validity of the crime lords.
Well, I did a lot of work in Vark. The people there were actually pretty pro-Phoenician for the Pine. The big honchos there, they all work together in a tentative peace. The worst thing they fear is a power vacuum being created by one of their downfalls. So they actually help one another and try to most of the time they try to help one another and try to keep the city safe. Except for the Underwine. The Underwine is that's a bad place. I don't want to go there. But then you have Mr. Untouchable himself, the Archboss, Archdruid. He doesn't like that phrase.
Arch boss. Who does he have a name other than that?
His name is Druia or Druvia. I've never met him myself, but I know that he is very rich, very influential, and that's it.
Okay.
Who's the biggest crime lord Hana would know? Is it the Bandit King or these people or someone else?
Oh, way too many. Or way too many that are influential. Because there are crime lords in every region, but there are only one. There's only one that's prominent within every region. Cinders, funnily enough, would be the biggest crime lord for the Phoenicians.
Yeah, let's go.
Because she is a pirate, and that means that she would even raid sometimes her own settlements, with specific reasons to do so. She would be the biggest one that you would know of.
Wow. Okay.
Although I'm not against taking down things that are bad. I just don't want to interfere with anyone who may get in the way, like civilians or anyone who's innocent.
Well, I mean, me neither, honestly. Considering the blood cult, what's the public perception of them?
Oh, they don't like the blood cult at all.
What do they do? Do they torture people? Do they kill
Imagine
people?
few people would like a blood cult.
Well, from what I heard stories that they would take people in the night, strip them of their blood, and use it for their magic and use it for other nefarious deeds.
Nefarious, not for
Side-
survival.
Side note, when you say strip them of their blood, do you mean all of their blood? Oh, okay, you're getting a bit close. You
Yeah,
can
we
talk.
are in a pandemic, buddy. Better.
What do you think?
My guess would be yes.
Hana, I worry about the people you surround yourself with.
I worry about him too. Don't worry.
I'm normal.
He's normal.
I like
I
that
thought your
one.
name was Scarvix.
If we get a hearing with the bandit, the crime lords, maybe we can try to offer some assistance if they give us some ideas.
I'm sure they
into
would
where the
appreciate
codex
that.
is.
The new Blood Earth coals are kind of they're hard to track down. They use the underwine pretty well.
Hmm.
The underwine?
It's the criminal underbelly of the city.
Ah,
It's so like the above belly is like on a scale of 1 to 10, it's like an 8 on badness. The underwine is like an 11 or 12. Not even the crime bosses go down there.
it's not technically within your bounds, but okay.
Oh, we'll fit right in. We all look pretty,
Hey, what?
pretty ruffian-ish.
I,
Except him. Except Spike. We need to rough him up a bit.
He has
okay,
a-
that is
he has-
not necessary.
Just give him the eye patch back, and he looks like
They'll
a rough guy.
probably peg you as like a radical Protestant or something. Because you have the cross on your back.
Yeah, they'll love
Oh.
me. Everybody, no.
What's a Protestant?
I'm not entirely certain.
I don't know.
I think they're people who protest a
I
lot.
think there was a guy named Protestant in our crew at one point. I think we like burned him and threw him off the ship.
Yes. Yeah,
That
probably.
Seems somewhat harsh.
Spike.
I mean, at least he threw him into
Shit.
water.
Wait. Yeah, I remembered. So how could we find the World Codex? One of the World Codex there as well, or do you not know? In back.
I thought there was a vault or something.
I wouldn't know.
I wonder if they're hiding a vault down there in that underbelly thing.
And
They could.
at that moment, at the mentioning of the World Codex, the stars in the sky begin to swirl, and a figure looms over the airship.
Bring back my dad. Come on.
You're my dad. Woogie woogie
I
woogie.
deny.
woogie.
Oh shit.
Oh, my boy. Awesome. It's the Metal Walker Arcane.
No.
Dude, it's
Oh my
Aladama.
God! It's Tempest. He's back.
Holy
Fucking go.
shit!
Where the
It's Salifax. He's coming.
Oh my
Okay,
God!
no.
It's Mior. She made her way.
Oh my god, it's E. He's back.
I thought it was Beisha who just showed up.
Off
So I looked at
topic.
the tip of the ship and I was like, Beisha, she's alive.
Off topic. How come Hana does PvPs crossed out in this?
You just fought people.
That's not players.
Yeah, that's not.
Well, they
That's
are.
not.
It's
Yeah,
not technically playing.
You could have fought me, but you didn't want to.
I personally wouldn't count that.
I would.
Who did I fight?
have you done, my children?
Who is this?
Hello?
You sound like.
Master Archivist, yeah. Oh. Okay.
Ah, hello, World Archivist.
Wait, is this the person you're
It's
talking
gonna
about?
shut up. I'm gonna hug him.
Give him a hug.
As you all rush in to give him a hug, he accepts your hugs and kind of like reciprocates as you all rush in.
Awesome.
Scarvix is pulled in by the power of love and hugs.
Yeah, of course.
Sparks.
Spark kind of like
Yeah,
nestles in.
I'll move
Hana's
over for you.
like, come on, Spark, get out of my personal space. My fledgling archivists, thank you for your continued work. I have received enough power.
For what? To come back?
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Little birdie, another one of my scribes. He ripped his codex himself and summoned me.
So are you like alive again now, or?
That was sufficient power for me to rise.
Just not gonna say it.
It appears my children on another story have been acting up.
I'm not good with kids, but I'd suggest you discipline them.
I did. I did
How'd it
what was
go?
needed. I think she got the hint.
Alright. I guess you now know what's going on right now with, like, what you're doing.
Correct. You have found an additional codex.
Awesome.
And we're gonna find it.
I was unaware that there was one in Varek. But if there is, that would be excellent. Do you have an idea which volume it could be?
Maybe we can, what's it called? I don't know, we could probably, what's the word? Cross them out by knowing which ones we do have.
Process of elimination.
Which ones do you guys know you guys have?
Would I know what Mont had, or she never like,
One.
specified
She had
which-
one. Yeah, she told you.
Mods would have Codex 1. We have one in what's called Rambush. What would that count as?
That one I think wasn't listed. I think it was listed as the compendium. It was listed
have
as
the
some other book.
We have the Compendium, which is, I think, yours.
That other book will serve another purpose, not for this. It is a failsafe.
Oh, does
I'll
somebody,
take it.
does somebody else have? Wait, which one are you talking about specifically? The compendium or coda?
There is another gear within Ramblebush that acts as another addition to the
Oh.
codex,
Okay.
and that gear will be used in the event that you guys fail as another world that you can jump to. That is a direct copy of this one that you guys can jump to if something goes wrong and you need to leave, so that you
Oh,
can prepare
okay.
and fight another fight.
Interesting. We don't have the other one that you know of, right? Do you know who has it? I think I asked this question. You said some green lady, right?
Oh yeah, that's Mont, or the Dream Empress. She has one.
Well,
And
does she need it?
She's the Dream Empress, and if the Dream Empress is supposed to, I guess, protect the world or protect the Dream Realm, she might need said knowledge.
She will come back if need be. I sense she wants to repair her broken realm.
Yes, it's good to hear that she's alright.
But I have news for you.
Oh, what is it?
I have become a god.
Okay, hold on, Phildarchivus.
Oh,
Let's go!
It is
Let's hold on.
it is a unique feeling.
Let's stop for that for a second, though. You do know what's happening, right? In Mount Celeste?
I understand. And you watch as a giant sword will attempt to hit him in the back of the head, and he will grab it right before impact and crush the blade.
Who is that?
Whoa,
I,
whoa, whoa, whoa.
okay.
I
What?
fear no son.
That's a
Nice
statement.
sketch.
Fucking Shad.
I mean, yeah.
Just be careful, alright? Because we actually really like you.
It appears that the next generation of gods are stronger than the ones before them.
Did you replace
Really?
anyone?
I feel as if I replaced Tempest's call.
You're the god of battle?
Incorrect. I decided not to take his domain, as I am not a warrior.
But, well, I can have an assumption what you did take. Is that it?
I've become the god of glitches, scribes, and history, for that is my power. Whenever you wish to gleam upon those you see before you, whether it be hostile or friendly, you can call upon my power. Rather than a dead god that will no longer help you.
Yeah, I hope all the gods are okay. They've been kind of quiet.
Most are hiding, as Adala is too strong for them. And after what I saw with Tempest, I fear she wishes to consume the entire Pantheon and become unstoppable.
Reminds me of someone.
Who's that?
Gabrala.
Oh.
I hope Torin's okay.
I want to learn more about this Gabrala character.
Torin cannot be consumed. He is fine,
Thank goodness.
but he is locked to the underworld. Most are locked to their respective domains, but I have heard good reports. Gods have begun to link themselves to mortal followers within the world, becoming saints, ones that can draw upon the deitic power that exists.
Fun. I hope they enjoy that.
Which gods have begun that?
Jamalan?
Who the fuck?
Jamalan is a newer deity. He is the deity of insanity. Veterans. I gotta read. I forget. Jamalan's the god of veterans. Something. Veterans, insanity, and something else.
That doesn't sound good. Veterans and insanity, bro.
And he's also he's the goddess of madness, war, and death. Oh no, those are his domains. Wounded, veterans, and madness.
Well, that's nice.
I'm trying to think, who else became a saint?
Is the Lawlight still around, or he's yeah?
No,
What's he
I'm
up
trying
to?
to. Someone else became a saint, right?
Saint. Well, it's
He's the
We
first one
don't-
that comes to mind, but I'm trying. So I know someone else got that role.
all right. Twitch chat. You do you. Lycus, Saint of Time and Space.
Salifax. And I believe the Meadowwalker has found quarry within someone's eyes.
It's good to hear.
I think you know him, Spark.
Oh. That... Hmm...
You don't seem too excited about that.
Salifax has a checkered history.
Salifax? Must be a cool
But-
guy.
Another
But
thing.
he was...
Continue.
Yes. Salifax has a checkered history, but he did seem pretty sincere in his devotion for the Meadowwalker, and I'm all happy that they, can speak with each other.
Are you gonna have a saint?
Maybe?
No, not to you. I meant, I
Oh.
If need be, I will make saints of my own will. But
Alright.
first, the World Archivist will raise their hand, and your grimoires will begin to float.
Let's fucking go.
Hey, we get him back.
They will begin to float, and they will be absorbed into his body.
Oh, bye.
That's
You
the
guys got
Archivist.
your
Damn.
It appears that you have drawn too much from their power, and they have run dry.
I broke mine. Sorry.
I understand, and I see. Perhaps in the future, you can gain others. But this is a knowledge and this is power that must not be given out so frequently.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, she looks at Spark's arm. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I'm gonna miss those. They were really convenient, and I was kind
They
of
were
good friends with my
certainly
book.
useful.
Oh, it hit personalities. I forgot. Oh god, how did it feel when I burned mine?
You killed
Probably-
it in a terrible suffering of death and fire.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry. Oh god.
While my library is being corrupted and turned into a voided realm, I believe your grimoires are too unstable to use. But I think other heroes and adventurers are going to be studying that library for their own uses and needs.
We don't have to worry about the void stuff, right?
You do
It's-
not,
I think thank goodness.
unless you want
Studying,
to.
though.
No, not really.
So maybe later.
Over time, the library will become purified, and at that point, you'll be able to use it for knowledge and learn from the history that is living there.
Ooh, I want to do that.
Maybe we'll be history.
I don't think that's a good thing.
The history part or learning?
I think we want to be present, not history.
Oh, right. I just realized how that sounded like. I mean, in the future, you know, when we're all hopefully have a happy ending.
I am sure someone is writing a book about this right now.
Do you think it'd sell?
That's good to hear.
More than likely.
Sorry.
I hope they treat my character well.
I demand a cut of the profits, 10%, no less.
I hope they don't draw me weird or give me pink hair. No pink hair, please.
But do you prefer your hair to be on fire?
Yes, that's cool.
You're gonna burn the book.
I think it's rather dangerous, but alright.
Also, I do not think we have met before.
No.
He will get down on one knee and kind of like pat you on the head.
He's proposing?
I am the World Archivist. It is a pleasure to meet you.
My name is Shinobu.
Pat.
I'm from the Cindered Islands.
I see you are a spirit.
Yes.
Interesting choice for you to tether to these individuals.
You can thank
Yeah.
Thorin for that.
I see. Thorin cannot meddle within the material plane, so he sends his spirits to do so.
That's right.
I respect it.
He's a good daddy.
Whoa!
I don't think he would be okay with that.
Say that again.
No.
I believe that's what the kids call a yikes moment.
Don't worry, she's 24. Don't worry about it.
That I don't think that makes it better.
That makes it worse.
I must speak to other archivists. I must thank the one who freed me. And I must speak to those that were left in Ramblebush.
Stay safe though, alright? Because
You all as well. The world is getting more and more dangerous. You must be quicker, smarter, faster, and stronger. As the night
I'll
sky
try.
will begin to dissipate and the World Archivist disappears.
Do I feel quicker, faster,
Bye-bye.
stronger, and tougher, or no?
Do you feel what?
Do I feel quicker, faster, stronger, and tougher?
You feel tired as fuck.
Do I feel like I'm level 7?
In fact, yes, you guys all feel a power, a divinic power course through your bodies. You all level up to level.
Fucking go!
You level up to level 7. Ooh,
6.
Oh no!
Oh, baby,
We
a
did it,
triple.
boys. We won the game.
Because this is a good point to call off the session.
Stop.
Yeah.
Nice.
So if you guys
Oh,
want to
yeah.
level up to level 7, we can do that real quick. Or if you want to do that off screen, we can do that off screen.
Whatever you want to do.
I'm fine to do it. I'm
He's like
fine to do
another
it now.
arcane shot.
Let us at least first roll your hit points first. So if you guys want to do that, the command is it should be for you guys know how to do it, but make sure you add min and whatever your minimum is. So for
in the
Scarvix
way,
it's min 5, for Shinobu it's min 6, and for Hana if you choose another level, and Barbarian it's min 7.
Click the thingy.
I can fly again! Yes! Fly piece of bullshit!
What is the command? It's roll.
It's /roll or /r 1d blank.
1d10 min
Well, fuck me.
6 plus.
Mine's 7, right?
Yep, you're 7. If you're going,
Yeah,
Right, 6.
And what dice do I roll for it?
you're a d8.
D8.
1d10 min 6, and then I add my con.
Hey!
Got it, roll min.
I'm in 2. No!
Damn, we got some
No,
min
wait,
rolls.
hold on. Yeah, I have a
Okay.
+3 con, so technically I got.
You're 11.
Yeah.
I have a plus 6.
Awesome.
Not plus 6, plus 2 con. So that I add to 8, 56, 64. Oh man.
Hana rolled an 11. You're at 82 hit points.
Can you do my things manually?
Yeah.
I'm going Barbarian and I'll take the wing feet again.
Alrighty.
Oh, 64, right? Yeah,
Spark
64.
rolled a 9. That brings him up to 68 or 66.
Oh no,
hit
57. I
points.
did it
57.
already.
I did it
Alrighty.
for myself. I was
Alrighty.
at 56.
And
Oh,
we'll
shit.
60.
we'll do at level 7. Let me see what Runeforger gets. I think Runeforger might get their next thingy.
So I get another arrow. I think I can choose.
I like getting things.
Oh no, 7th level is your blank level.
Hmm.
Oh, I get curving shot too. Ooh, that's pretty-
And do I want to
get a
go
lot.
storyteller paladin or do I
Ooh,
want to go?
Do your fucking shit, bro. Do your paladin.
What?
What?
You have to make an oath, right?
Do the windy thing.
Do your
If you want to take Paladin, if you want to take Scrivener of the Paladin, Paladin of the Scrivener, you have to do that. You have to do that next session because that involves you physically making an oath.
That's fine. For me personally.
What do I want?
But you could still add the class and still gain all the benefits, but you have to make the oath next session.
Okay. I'm just gonna say now I will not be here next week. I have an AP macro exam that I cannot like.
Oof.
No.
Yeah.
We're gonna be down to 4 people.
Do we want to, in that case, skip or?
How much would we have? We'd have 1, 2, 3,
4
4
people
4 out of 5
at most.
I don't know. We might get into combat.
Because
not,
you guys are probably going to be going to Varrock next session. So if you want, we can skip another week and we can do an extra. We can do a longer session when we come back. Kind of like make up for that
fine
time.
with that.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have break the week after that, so
fun.
it'd be chill.
We can figure this out later.
Yeah, let's figure it out later.
All right. Let me end the recording. Bada bing, bada.